Do you find it like you get shit for being bi from the gay community?
Yeah, so I don't even identify myself as bi. I'm like, you know what? I'm just fucking gay. Because it's easier to tell that story.
wow.
Like, yes, I'm gay. But I say, like, oh, I'm bi. Like, what? Really? Who did you date before? You like girls too? And like, they have all these questions. And I'm like, do I have time to answer this question to someone I don't give a fuck about? You know what I mean? So it's like, I think about those things. I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time trying to explain to myself who, I want to say the word irrelevant, but it's like, you don't give no purpose in my life for me to explain to you who I date and what I like.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm Mario.
And I'm Peter.
And we're
Guys That Listen.
On today's show, we have the most extra, the most weeby, the most beautiful Jayson Mai.
Let's go,
On
Jay.
this episode, I'll be introducing myself as Anya.
Today's episode is actually Gays That Listen. We're
It's
changing
Gays
it
That
up.
Listen.
So, Jayson, tell us a little about yourself.
Oh, I wasn't ready for this question.
Most basic question.
I hate answering this question because it's the hardest to talk about yourself. But I am 21 years old. I am a Cancer. 7/7 is my birthday. I'm actually 30, whatever. Fuck. Oh shit. I can't. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I work for this company called The Kicking Crab for the past 10 years of my life. And I'm trying to find another job, but you know, the job market sucks right now.
You did say you worked for the Kicking Crab, right?
Yeah.
The first I ever heard or saw of you was that video.
What? That was the first time?
I think that was the first.
That's
that's
crazy.
the first time.
Okay, long story short, basically some 3 pigs Dine Dash when I was serving them. They ordered like $300 and something worth of food back in like 2016.
There's me grabbing a drink. And look, bitch. Look what they fins to do. These fat bitches.
And that's a lot of fucking money, okay, back in 2016.
Yeah.
So they ran out. I saw them running out, so I ran out after them because I have the instinct in me to like run after people
I run out real quick, bitch.
when they're stealing, because I grew up at a liquor store back in the days in Inglewood. So like that's just like, what was it, fight or flight
flight.
mode.
Yeah, fight or flight.
So I ran out. I was like, y'all need to pay y'all bill. They was like struggling to get in the car. I was like, y'all fucking start that motherfucking car. Like I'm breaking your windshield wipers off.
Bitches be trying. There goes me. And my windshield wipers. There.
So they started the car. They looked me dead in the face. I was like, pat. So I broke off the windshield wipers. And that's it. And then I posted the video, and it like gained like 500,000 views in like a day on Facebook, which was crazy back then.
Yeah.
In 2016, I don't think TikTok was even out
No.
by then. And then they saw the video because it got back to them. Like,
Oh, wow.
Even like one of the baby mamas, the baby mama's husband's sister was like, I know her. She's my brother's baby mama. Like, I like, yeah, send this video to her. So then they like flagged it and reported it for like, what's it?
Defamation?
Slander and whatever. Like, I was like, okay, whatever. So the video got deleted, but I reposted it. And then again, like some more thing. That's funny you asked that though, because I just got a notification on Facebook that I reached 900 followers on Facebook. 'Cause I
900
made
followers on Facebook.
an account for myself on Facebook, separate from my public account, and that just reached 900 followers. But I don't even post on there, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
Why did you make a separate account for Facebook? Just for your...
because that after that video blew up and I gained like a lot of traction and followers, I was like, ooh, maybe I should start YouTube now. And then, and I'm like, I'm too fucking lazy. Fuck this. I don't want to do it.
I am honestly surprised you haven't blown up by now, because you are one of the most unique and like really genuine extra in who you are and like what you put out. People just like, you know, I've seen the comments people put on your stuff and they're like, oh my God. And you have like, just like, it tends to be a lot of the same people with like this genuine, like we call it a fan base, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jayson, like,
Yeah.
you're a star.
I know. Stop. So basically, so I do like, because of that video that blew up, like I did get a lot of followers that was like quality followers. And
Yeah.
like I
Like Die Hard?
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like when I went to Hawaii, like some people messaged me, was like, "Oh my God, I've been your biggest fan. Like, can we meet up?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" And like, if you're watching this, like, thank you. That made me feel really nice. But yeah, it's crazy because I still have followers since that time, which was 2016, who are like all about my videos and like just love, always commenting, always supporting. And it's crazy 'cause I was just talking to someone about this. Like, it's crazy how and y'all should probably know how it feels. Like the strangers will like support you and die hard repost your shit all the time, but your closest friends won't do the same. So it's like, okay, you're telling me you should be famous, follow YouTube, all this stuff. Okay, but did you repost my shit? Did you like my shit? Did you comment? Are you supporting in the ways you're supposed to support? No, so don't tell me that shit, you know? Like, it's not, like, okay, you know how hard it is to put yourself out there and, like, make videos, cut it, edit, like, all that stuff? I'm too fucking busy to do all that shit.
Oh,
so
I know.
It's like, like, I know, like, I have something there. I have a small following. But I tell people, like, you know, I'm a micro-influencer. I support people who follows me and, like, I influence people who follows me. So it's hard. And it's like you have imposter syndrome. Like,
I was going to ask you about that.
It's fucking hard. Like, like, I believe in myself at the end of the day, but like to put that effort out after working full time, after supporting all the shit you gotta do in life and sit down and do it, it's hard. And like I record a lot. Like if I go travel, I record a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I'll edit that video later. I'll edit it. No, it never goes. So I have a lot of content on my phone, like that I haven't even posted on social media. It's just I've had time to get to it. So it's like, I should hire someone, but I'm like,
there's this guy we know named Adrian. He can probably help you out.
Adrian. And Adrian offered too, but I'm just like, I don't know.
You should, because like I've seen your content. I've seen the stuff you put out, and it's very like you're so you. You're very genuine about your stuff. There's like, I don't know if you ever feel insecure or embarrassed about the stuff you put on, but like you're so open about your own issues. You're fucking dating. You're like live. Like you be eating balut at 2 a.m. in the morning. Like I remember like for a week straight you were eating balut. Like
we actually eat that a lot. Like we eat it weekly.
Weekly?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cause my mom just buys it. And there's wheat loan, which we call in Vietnamese wheat loan, or tung loan, and we're just like, okay, we just eat it. Like it's like a normal thing to us because it's not like we only eat on special occasions. We eat it weekly.
Yeah, I've only eaten it on special occasions. Yeah, that's what I'm like. Damn, you're just eating this like all the time. But like the stuff you've put out is so genuine. And I'm like, damn, this guy don't give a fuck. Like he's who he is.
Yeah.
He's very like
about
himself, and I think that's why people are drawn to you. Where it's like, damn, you know, there's a lot of like good, funny moments, but a lot of it is like really real. Where you talk about your family, where you talk about you, especially like the dating stuff, where you're like, I'm gonna do this, go on this Hinge profile thing, and you went through the whole thing, and I was like, oh, okay, let me eat my popcorn and watch this. Like, all right.
No, I don't like, cause I think my life is very dramatic and like crazy. Like if you guys start following me, like I post everything because I don't give a fuck. Like it is what it is, you know. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it like any like influence out there where whoever's like, oh, my life is so glamorous. No, bitch. Like I go through shit. Like like everybody goes through shit. So I don't want to put up in front of like I'm perfect. I'm not. So yeah, and then like I've shared things where like I shouldn't have shared. Like when I got chlamydia. I got so much shit from that. Like,
what do you mean you got shit?
Like, okay, so how it happened was I went to Cal State Long Beach, and they had those free like whatever testing. So I'm like, it's right in front of my building. I'm like, oh, I have like an hour to kill before my class. Let me just do this for fun. Like, did it for fun. Got a call like, you got chlamydia. I'm like, oh shit. So what I do? Got my phone. I'm like, I got chlamydia. Like, what do I do? Like, and I wasn't aware of chlamydia and like what it meant, and like I thought like shit, my life is over. But after like learning about it, Googling and figuring it out, I went to the clinic, got one fat ass pill I had to swallow, and it was gone in 10 days. Like, it was like people have like that bad stigma of chlamydia, like. And I'm like, well, it wasn't as bad as what I thought. So, like, I posted about it to spread awareness about chlamydia. And I'm thinking, oh, because I didn't know about it. Who else doesn't know about it? That's mostly the reason why I post a lot of shit, like, to inform people about certain things, too. It's like, this is what happened. This is the precautions. Even talking about mental health. Like, people have reached out to me and talked about, like, oh, how did you get to therapy and what are your steps? So, you know, if I help at least one person a day, that's cool with me. That's making me feel like my video is worth it, and I post it like it was worth me posting. But yeah, when I got shit, it was like from my close family members, like my best friend, Tina, bitch ass. She gave me so much shit. Like people were messaging Tina, was like, "Why did Jayson post that?" So she's talking to me like, "What?" People are messaging me about your video. I'm like,
best friend.
What? Like. I took a pill. I'm okay now. I'm not. It's not HIV. Like if it was HIV, I might have been more like. Might have not like posted it right away because you know I would have to like deal with that myself internally before I post it. But it's just chlamydia.
Yeah.
Like, right? Like,
No, I think that you're completely right about that. Where it's like I mean, it's your life and it's your everyone's their own brand, you know, and it's like you're just being real. This is what legit what happened to you, you know, and I think more people follow you for that than the opposite of like, you know,
period.
Peter's the same way, and that's what I really like too. Where it's like, you know.
How?
Oh, he posts his like toxic stuff. He'll be like, "Yeah, I'm out on the street. I fell asleep on this street in Santa Ana, really drunk." Like,
But that's such a Peter thing. Like, we expect it.
Really?
Like, okay, he fell asleep in Barcelona
he fell asleep in Barcelona
after the club.
Oh,
in the
God,
street.
dude.
In the street.
See, he doesn't. See, but
Like-
he's so open about his like red
See,
flags.
You see though, but like if it wasn't for me to be there to witness it, he probably would have told nobody. So
Wait, is this the one where you're kind of like carrying him and
Yes.
put him on like I think it was like a horse?
no, like a bicycle, the tricycle.
Yeah, the
thingy,
tricycle
like a
carriage
Coachella,
thing?
where like,
Was he heavy?
my God, like, okay, so we walked out of class like, Pierce, sit here. I'll be right back. So we're supposed to grab our friend that we made in Barcelona and come back, and he's passed out. I'm like, oh my God, like, let me carry this bitch to the fucking tricycle first and then go find our other friend. So carried him to the tricycle by myself, and he's like wobbling. He's like 200 pounds?
That's pretty nice of you. Thank you.
220 pounds. And I'm like 165. And I had to cross the street with all the taxis and stuff coming over, left them in the tricycle. I was like, please don't leave. I'll be right back. I had to run like 5 minutes to get this other guy, get him to the tricycle, and then, yeah, that was in Barcelona like at 3 a.m.
Peter, what do you have to say for yourself?
Nothing. I'm glad Jay was there. I mean, I couldn't tell the story because I was fucking blacked
Yeah,
out,
he
right?
doesn't
Like, what am
remember,
I gonna
like-
say? And I already saw that it's online, so I'm like, whatever's that tells its
clip
own
here.
story, you know?
I'll send you the clip.
Did you repost the story?
I'm pretty sure I did.
I think he did.
Yeah, I always
counts,
repost those things. I don't really skip it. What?
Peter, you always repost my things?
I mean, I repost anything you tag me in.
You're welcome.
I mean, that trip was different for sure. I mean, it was one of my
Very
first
different.
trips traveling with just one friend. Yeah, and that was Jay, you know?
And it was me barely getting to know Peter. Like,
Yeah.
I did not know him like that. It was very surface level. Like, at parties or events, hi, Peter, bye, Peter.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you guys were like friends
No,
before
I
that.
didn't
Like
give a fuck
friends.
about him.
Oh,
Did not care about him. Didn't even know him.
what about now?
We're okay.
Yeah, we chill. We chill.
Okay, I'm chill. Like, I think I was telling Tina, I was like, fuck, I don't know if I should go to this trip. It's just me and Peter. Like, I don't fucking know Peter like that. Like, it was a lot.
That's
It
what I
was
was
good though.
doing.
It was a good trip though.
No, it was a
I
great
didn't
trip.
have any issues besides his sleep apnea. Where I
Oh
had to-
my god, that
Yeah.
shit's crazy.
I had to, like,
dude. You can hear
babysit
him
him.
through walls.
Yeah, I had to apologize to our roommates for him. Like at one point we had like earplugs. We had earplugs. I was giving out to people like, here's some earplugs because, and they didn't believe me, but.
I actually just bought you something for that. I bought you mouth tape. It's
Mouth
called,
tape?
Yeah, it's like a sleep tape. You put it on your mouth when you go to sleep.
So your mouth doesn't
Your
open?
mouth is closed and you can only
breathe
breathe
with
with your
your
nose.
But I can't breathe through my nose, so I'll just die. When I,
Oh, oh, well, never mind then.
I was like, I don't think that works. Yeah, yeah. I have a very hard time breathing through my nose. So I always talk through my
Too much
mouth.
drugs.
What? I don't do any of that.
That's
What are you talking
crazy.
about? But that was a very interesting trip because it was the first time I ever hung out with someone that I like knew surface level too. So it was the same boat. And now it's like we're gonna be. I think we were gone for how long? Probably like
Over
like 2 weeks?
like a month.
a month.
That's
We
a
stayed little
long
longer.
time, guys.
I know but it went by so fast.
Yeah, it went
But
by
we were
really
always
fast.
on the go, so it felt like it was so quick.
I would definitely recommend people do that though. Like I think, at least if you think you guys will get along, like have a trip with like a semi stranger.
Yeah,
I'd
I was
be-
like, so I'm the more complicated one, and he's very more chill. So I was like, I think it should work out, and it did.
Oh my god, it's
But
like
I'm
you
not
guys-
even complicated, so
It's like you guys are dating.
no, I would never date him.
Damn.
Why wouldn't you date Peter?
It's Peter.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't want to embarrass him.
Ooh, no, embarrass him.
No, tell me. I'm curious now. I want to know.
It's just like
What'd I
Peter
do?
is a guy at the end of the day. He's such a guy. Like
What does that mean?
we would backpack to Europe he was just like one bag. How do you backpack to Europe with just one bag?
That's a lot, Peter.
Is that a lot? Why is that a lot? I'm just
You
a
wear
minimalist.
the same clothes over and over, like
Bro, we went from country to country like every 2 days. No one knew except for you.
That says enough.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
That says enough. Okay, like
See, it's dope because I have like 2 outfits, right? By the 3rd day, I'm already gone. So I could reuse outfits for the next country.
no, but you're
I
such
go.
a
see what
guy.
you're saying. I see
though,
what you're
like-
saying now.
Like you're just like if dating you is like babysitting you.
Is that what
You gotta
guys
hold
do?
your hand. I think as if I was to date you, you gotta hold your hand. And
What?
if I was to date someone, like you better do shit without me even saying shit.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like
You want a mind reader.
I don't want a mind reader. It's just like if I was to date someone, I want someone to be like on my level. Like I put you up on a pedestal. Okay, like I have a lot of like trust in you and your ability. Actually, I'm telling you like. If the dishes are dirty, you fucking go wash it. Like I haven't tell you, can you go wash the dishes? You know what I mean? Like it's simple things like that
Yeah,
will
yeah.
bug the shit out of me. So it's like common sense and just like, oh, should I move the car? Is street sweeping right now? I'm like, yeah, fucking move the
obviously,
car.
right?
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
see what you
and
mean.
with Peter, I feel like he would ask those dumbass questions.
Fuck.
Like,
I
you
don't.
know,
I do
like,
not ask those
like, you
questions.
did we get a ticket parked in the little red zone? Like, yeah, you're gonna get a ticket.
Okay, he's basing everything off of our trip in Europe. Obviously, we didn't have a car. We didn't have any of those things. You know, take
I'm
out
just
the
saying,
trash.
I feel like
wash
that's the type
dishes.
of person you are.
No.
Like I gotta hold your hand if I was to date you. We're
don't
like,
know.
I gotta hold your hand, but we're not holding each other's hands. You know what I mean? It's a
Wow,
one way
that was
street.
kinda
That was
deep.
deep.
That was
Yeah,
kinda deep.
that was good.
I did that.
Wow.
Clip that.
I see what you mean. I don't think he means holding your hand 100% of the time, but in some aspects of the relationship, more than often, that he'll have to hold your hands in certain things that should be obvious to him
Yeah,
already.
Peter.
You know, there's things that you
So you're
are
single.
expected to do in a relationship, and he'd have to be like, yes, this is what you're supposed to do. Yes, you should be like this. Yes, you should pack more than one bag.
Because I've been babysitting my whole life. Like everyone around
so
me.
you can see it.
So I'm just like, no, you're not the person for me.
I'm trying to think because you said you've been obviously really babysitting your whole life, like you know your nephews and nieces
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But you obviously had dated someone that you felt the same, right? You had to babysit them too.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
So how'd you get into that? Was that the thing that turned
Let
you
me
off to it?
tell you, take a seat. Okay, so I dated someone back in like 2012, 2013 was like my last official relationship with the guy for the first time. And he's Filipino.
Oh, they're
Oh.
Let me
toxic.
preface that first
Mario's
and
favorite.
foremost. And I'm not saying all Filipinos are cheap, but most Filipinos are cheap.
Whoa.
So clip that.
Jeez.
But so what I had to teach him was like, so he's my first boyfriend. It was like when I was coming out, and I had to introduce him to my family members. And with Vietnamese people, it's like you don't split the bill, okay? You either pay for all of it or none of it. Don't
That's
even
true.
offer to pay. So like, I think I was with my nephew at the time. I took him to IHOP. He was eating, and then he was like, "Oh, let me split the bill," in front of my nephew. And like, my nephew's like one of my best friends. So I was like, "This is fun." And my nephew was like, "Nah, I got it." And then I got shit for it later. I'm like, "Oh my God!" I knew at that moment. I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like now he's gonna talk shit about Filipinos and say they're fucking cheap. So, so I had to teach him how like that like don't ever like offer to pay the bill, but only half of it. It's you either got it all or don't offer at all. Because either I would have paid for it or he would have paid for it.
Yeah.
And it would have been total fine, but now like you're embarrassing me. And like imagine doing that like at a family dinner. Like, oh, I got half.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like,
I mean, if you
now
got
I
half
gotta
the
hear
table,
shit.
that's not bad though. If you got half the table, that ain't bad.
No, it's just
No,
like if you
it's
don't have
not-
the funds for it, don't offer.
I mean, I get it. I'm Vietnamese.
Yeah.
I fucking know. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
So
But I'm
it's
just
like-
saying, like, if it's like 24 people and you're like, I got half the fucking table, that ain't bad. That ain't
Yeah,
bad.
I mean,
If
yeah.
it's between two
Yeah.
people, I can see that.
We're talking about just like very intimate
yeah,
settings.
yeah, of
like,
course.
because fuck those 24 people. I don't give a fuck about half of them.
I mean, okay, so you're saying that you had dated someone like
I
that.
had to have him like figure out like my culture stuff and also other things too.
Like relationship
So
stuff.
relationship wise.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't the best. I was like 21, but like I still had to teach him a lot. And that was a lot for me. Because I grew up at such a young age and had to like do a lot at such a young age and grow up at a young age. So like
Yeah.
dating someone who is a guy who matures slower because their brain doesn't develop fast, Peter.
What the fuck?
You gotta like you
Why
gotta
am I
help-
getting
You
roasted
gotta hold their
here?
hand.
because like girls, guys, like okay, for relationships like heterosexual relationships, like the girls are making guys grow up. Like they're
Sure.
teaching guys to be a man, whether it's for this relationship or the next. So that's why like it's okay for people to date and like you level up. You're supposed to level up. So when you find the person, they're ready. And you thank all the other girls before them. Thanks for making my man a man.
So you
Clip that.
Period. I have so much wisdom. It's crazy.
Gays that listen.
Right, Nicole? Like,
Because I've had that very similar experience.
Yeah.
Where I've had women teach me things. I'm like, oh, I am supposed to do that. Oh, okay. And I take it because I didn't know it before. And each time I've taken that onto my next relationship. And then I know. And then sometimes you even like, somebody told you this, huh? Somebody taught you this, huh?
what bitch taught you this?
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
How you know
Yeah.
about Bath and
Yeah.
Body Works? Like, how you know about candles?
Oh, yeah.
See, like, because girls put y'all on. Like, you know about these things.
It's a thing. You just take it from each relationship to the next one and stuff.
And you
'Cause-
don't realize.
No, I'm just.
But I do think it goes both ways because there's stuff that you as a man teach a woman as well, you know. But it tends to be a different kind of playing field. I've noticed that when I was younger, I learned a lot more from women because they already had maybe matured faster, you know. And now that I'm older, I have a chance to kind of pay that back to women around my age. Where I'm like, there's certain things you don't know that like now I've learned, and let me teach you in this regard of like what we're supposed to do in these kind of situations in our relationship. Would you date me?
Would I date you? No, you're a whore.
What? What? Oh,
he ain't wrong.
Whoa,
It is
there's
what
no
it
slut
is.
shaming here.
There's not. I'm an international hoe.
he really
I be
is.
hoeing out there. But not in the States, because that's disgusting. Okay.
Okay, so I kind of want to ask you guys because now I'm curious, right?
Wait, I want to know why not?
I just told you you're a
Yeah,
whore.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go.
I mean, like on like paper, you're great, but
Oh, thank you.
to know you as a person, you're a whore.
Hey, that's fair.
We're clipping that out.
What's his name, Mr. What's it?
Steal your dogs.
Mr. Steal Your Bitches.
Stop.
That's really what it means, but Instagram abandoned him. That's why.
See, there's a reason why his name is that.
All right, so I kind of want to ask you guys because you guys are talking about how women teach you things, right, in hetero relationships, and I'm curious too.
He
I'll
said hetero.
I'll ask you about that later. But what have you guys learned from women as far as what it's like to be a man? Because now I'm curious. Because I if you were to ask me that, I can't think off the top of my head what I'm
Because
sure
you're a
possibly.
man.
Yeah, I know. But then he's a man, and he's learned something.
But he's
that
more
he
in
can-
tune with that.
Yeah.
Like,
So what is it? Though? What have you learned? Obviously, you haven't learned everything.
I mean, I just can't say like woman teaches everyone a lot. Like
Yeah.
this one quote that stuck with me from the movie 300. You know 300?
Gladiator movie.
Yeah,
yeah,
I know
yeah.
this is crazy, but in the beginning of the movie, when that messenger came and then he was talking shit to the Spartans, the leader's wife, and then she said to him, "Only women birth men, real men, because women teach you everything. They're the caretaker. They teach you how to grow up. Your dad is the main worker. They're the breadwinner supposedly and do a lot. They're not really in your lives as much as your mother is. So your mother is teaching you to be a man, right? The whole chivalry thing, like your mother should tell you to open the door for girls. Like it's just these small things that you grow up, you don't realize your mom teach you these things.
I can tell you, like, maybe it is hard to completely put in words because sometimes it's more of this, like, kind of like feeling and understanding. But as for like little things, yeah, it's like you learn that some people think chivalry is dead or that you're not supposed to do that. But dude, opening the door is like the least you can do, and it just shows someone that like you're willing to, like, you know, maybe not take care of them, but like it's a sign of like a little bit of respect or like, you know, let me do this for you.
Put your pride down, open the door for me.
So you're telling me you open the door for your girls?
I open the door for all the girls.
Every single time?
Every single time. I mean, obviously, if it's inconvenient, I'm not going to go, like, all the way over there. But usually, like, if it's within, like, my range of, like, you know, oh, yeah. I mean,
Like
always
you
open the
guys
door.
you guys just parked. You're in the parking lot.
Yeah.
You get out of the car and you're like,
No.
Say so.
It's
Oh.
when you're getting into the car.
They make it known to their girls first, like, don't get out of the car. I'm always going to open the door for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Just sit in the car and wait for them to...
I think there is a middle ground because for me, that goes to the excess where I'm like, you're not always able to do that. We parking in some tiny ass spots. I'm like, I'm gonna always open the door for you. And I'll even like put a little seatbelt on you. Like, I got you, baby. You know, but like,
Passenger princess.
yeah, there you go. But it's not always. But it's not just that. It's more of like, you know how Jay was saying, like, you learn from your mother. And it's like, I learned how to be more empathetic from my mom. How to like be
Respect
softer
girls.
and, you know, how to respect women. But it's like, it's something that happens within
you learn
every...
how to respect women? When?
Yes, I do. But it's something that happens as every relationship you go through, you know, where it's like you fuck up and you realize like I used to like this girl would be like, hey, just text me in the morning, like when you wake up and stuff. I want that text, you know, just to know you're awake and stuff. And I was like, well, it's not even a big deal. Like, why would I gotta do that? And I've realized that like in relationships that I've gone and I do that, they're like, oh, hey, thanks. Like you actually always send me that good morning text. Like that's literally the least that you can do. And it's such a small thing, but it's something that people that you date want. Like they want that first sex in the morning.
Me.
Exactly.
And it makes the morning.
It's all these like other things too, where it's like learning, and it's such a general thing, but like learning to like communicate with someone, and like there's so many. You and I talk about this, where there's different styles. I've learned that you have to be sometimes gentler or softer with someone, especially if that's not the way they receive communication. I've had to do that so many times where I've told you, like me, the way I receive, the way I understand is be straight up with me. Tell me, I don't care if it hurts my feelings. I want you to be straight up, you know, because I can take that criticism, but I can't do the same to someone I date. And I've had issues with that in the past, and they tell me, it's like, I do not respond to this. I get you're being honest. I get you just want to like, you know, be real and tell me your feelings, but I can't respond to that. I need you to be softer. I need you to be gentler. You know, and that's just something you learn.
Truth hurts, baby.
And also being clean. Like there's a level of cleanliness that you learn. When I was younger, I was way dirtier. There's like more messy, less organized. Like, yo, you got to put your stuff away. Like you got to like have a clean environment, clean space, because girls don't like it when you like all dirty and messy and stuff. Like, yeah, I'm just a guy. Like, you know. So
And back to what the original question was, why wouldn't I date you? Because you're a man. Who's dirty? So, but like I said, like I don't want to hold anyone's hand when I date somebody. Like I'm not trying to help you grow too. Like if I'm 30 now, I mean 22. Like I want to date someone who already got his shit together. You know what I mean?
Okay, no, that I agree. I get that.
Dog whisperer.
But like also, me being single is completely different than me in a relationship too.
no, you're still dirty.
No, I mean I'm not nearly as dirty.
No, but you're still Peter.
you're still
I
Peter.
mean, I'm less likely to catch chlamydia than both of you guys, so
That's
I mean,
like-
that way I'm
Hey,
clean, right?
whoa.
I mean, if you guys want to talk dirty, right? If you guys want to talk dirty. Jay, you said you came at what, 21?
I came out, I think 21.
So you know how you said like women teach you a lot?
Yeah.
Were you ever in a hetero relationship?
I have been in a heterosexual relationship, yeah. It's crazy, I know. I think I was pretty different back then. From what people know me now as, it's very different because when I was LAJ and then becoming like the OCJ, which is like what you guys know me as, it's very night and day because I was still trying to find myself back then. And when I was being introduced to everyone in Orange County, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be authentically myself. Is that what it goes? Yeah. Like I was like, you know, I'm gonna be me. Like because when I was working out here for the first time in Orange County, I was like, I didn't know whether I should like start off with first. Like when people ask me, "Oh, are you dating anyone?" I'd be like, "I'm dating a man," or like I'm dating a girl, you know. So I was like, Jerica, she was the first person who ever asked me like, "Oh, are you dating anyone?" Because she had suspicions I was gay. And then in like the split moment she asked me that, I was like, "Should I tell her I'm dating a guy?" I was like, fuck it, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm dating a guy. So then, like, that was the start of all back in 2013 when we first started working at Kicking Crab. So yeah, I've been in heterosexual relationships. I've done both, and I'm open to both. It's just being a gay guy, not bisexual guy, is hard dating girls because girls will always see you as gay. They're like, oh, you're like a guy? No, you're automatically gay. You can't be bisexual. And that's what a lot of girls think because they're not open to the idea that I could date someone who also likes boys. Because, you know, I think it comes down to like insecurities. Like, damn, not only can he cheat on me with a girl, he could cheat on me with a guy. Shit. Or trans, who knows?
Yeah.
Like, so I think, I mean, it's valid in that sense. But yeah, it is harder to dating people because of that. Because I can see myself dating girls or guys. Because at the end of the day, I'm all about personality. Like, if we vibe and we can understand each other, that's cool with me. You know, it's not always about like the genitalia and like penis, pussy, whatever. I've done it all. Like it doesn't matter to me. And nut is a nut. A hole is a hole. So clip that.
A hoe's a hoe.
A hole is a hole.
A hoe is a hoe.
Do you find it that you get a lot more like flack, a lot more like stuff like but for being bi from the gay community?
I'm not even in the gay community. I don't even identify myself with the gay community because I don't really like all the things that are with the gay community. I support it. Yeah. It's just I was never in that gay circle, the gay bubble. I never really like everyone loves going to WeHo. I did not care about WeHo. Like give a fuck about that. And that's why like people always tell me too, like, oh, you're not the usual gay person. Yeah, because I'm not flamboyant, like saying all this shit. It's like there's different types.
Do you find it like you get shit for being bi from the gay community?
Yeah, so I don't even identify myself as bi. I'm like, you know what? I'm just fucking gay. Because it's easier to tell that story.
Wow.
Like, yes, I'm gay. But I say, like, oh, I'm bi. They're like, what? Really? Who did you date before? You like girls too? And like, they have all these questions. And I'm like, do I have time to answer this question to someone I don't give a fuck about? You know what I mean? So it's like, I think about those things. I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time trying to explain to myself who, I want to say the word irrelevant, but it's like, you don't give no purpose in my life for me to explain to you who I date and what I like. So it's just easier for me to say, yeah, I'm gay. Call it a day.
But so you've dated women and men. You said you had a coming out period, right? So it just more means that like, oh, I figured I actually like men too.
Yeah.
Was it at any point prior to you understanding like conflicting?
So I was dating a girl at the time before so how it happened was I was confused growing up as a child, but I was like, you know, it's the right thing. It's to date a woman. Like, why would I date a man? You know? So that's how I grew up. And then when I was dating my last girlfriend, I found out this guy, the black guy, was talking to this other guy. And then I felt weird inside. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why do I feel this way? And I'm like, oh, fucking shit. Like, I like this guy. I'm like, oh, no. Oh, fucking no. Oh, no. I shouldn't say this, but oh, no. And then I broke up with my girlfriend.
Whoa.
And I got fucked up this one night. It was in, I think before New Year's in like 20, I don't know remember the year anymore. But I was drunk. I was on drugs. Whatever you name it, I did it. And I remember driving over to this man's house.
Which man?
The black man.
Were you already talking to him prior to breaking up with your girl?
Like we always text message and stuff, and like during the time when I realized I did like him, I started texting him more. And we started talking more. And then one day, like I just drove over to his house and we both lost it to each other that night.
Lost it to each other?
We lost it to each other that night.
Wait, but wasn't he dating another black
No,
dude?
he wasn't dating
He
nobody.
was just talking to another
Oh, he
guy.
was just talking.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I was like, damn, you're both cheaters.
I regret it so much, but whatever.
Why
It
do
is
you
what it
regret
is.
it?
Why? Because I lost it to him. We lost it to each other. And it's just like, I regret it because of like, yes, it helped me grow as a person too, but nothing came out of the relationship shit. You know what I mean? Like I could have probably still been my girlfriend at this moment. Maybe.
Wow.
Why didn't anything come out of it?
I just think it's like different like lifestyles.
Yeah.
Like we just didn't work. And he was a dancer. I don't know if y'all know about dancers, but they're whores.
Wait,
Yeah.
so when you broke up with your girl, did you tell her why?
No,
Oh,
I didn't. I was like,
wow.
oh, yeah. But I don't think I ever told her why. So you're watching this. I'm sorry.
Shout out to
Natalie.
Yeah, wait, damn. That is crazy. Because you
crazy.
what's the time frame between this? Like, obviously, you saw this guy talking to another guy, and then
Oh, I
you and
didn't
your girl
saw
broke
him
up.
talking to that guy.
Oh.
It was me hearing about it from someone else.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
crazy.
Is it true that once you go black, you don't go back?
I went back ASAP. Black is not the way to go. Okay, like I'm sorry.
Oh, cut that.
If it's like 8 inches or more, I'm sorry. That's too fucking big. You're already asking for a lot after 6 inches. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Give me a 5 and below, and I'm like, I don't bottom, but I will bottom for 5 and below. Okay, I've turned away men before because I'm like, I'm like, nah, I'm good, and I dip.
Damn.
Because I'm not gonna be in pain for nobody. Like I'm sorry. And after that guy, I was in pain. Like I was bedridden.
Damn.
Okay, I didn't move for like a whole week. And I was like, man, fuck this. Like,
Jay was on a wheelchair.
Easy. Did you guys use stuff or like just
we didn't use shit.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
like, I don't think like in that moment. I don't think we even think it was gonna go that far. That's why. And I was fucked up. I couldn't even get hard. Like I was done. Like, and after everything that really set in was when I drove home. I sat in the shower for literally like almost an hour and a half, just like letting the water hit me. I was just like, what the fuck did I just do?
What were your thoughts? Like, what did you think?
I was just like, what the fuck did I do?
and then
That's it. Like, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, just,
did you think? Because obviously you were fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Were you like, was it the fucking drugs?
I think, yeah, like, oh, and when you're like young, like, you know, you just have hormones raging.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, if you're not thinking and you're not in the right mindset, and you do that, you come home and you're like, am I gay?
No, I already knew I liked him though. So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
But then
wasn't like saying like I didn't think
that's what
about
I'm
the fact
saying,
that I was
though.
gay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you don't identify as gay. You're saying you're bi.
Yeah.
So it's like, did you at that point question like, am I just gay or am I
No.
bi?
I didn't question that. I was just like, oh, I like boys and girls.
Oh, so you knew right away you were bi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could have feelings for a girl, and I could have a relationship.
Have you dated a girl since?
No, because like I said, it's not the easiest
Yeah.
to date when you already have a past history of the guys. And when girls see me right away, it's already like, hey, girl, like, what's up, bitch? Like, oh, my God, let's take a shot. Like, bitch, what if I want to get to know you on a different level?
Yeah. Do you feel like that sucks that they kind of just write you off?
I mean, it does suck, yeah, but like, what are you supposed to do? If a girl doesn't see you the way you want to be seen, it's like, I'm not going to force it down your throat.
I mean, clip that. I mean, yeah, I don't know, because that sounds like almost like a guy in the friend zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Every gay guy, if you're bisexual, like, you will get friend zoned a lot by girls. There's
Yeah.
no way around it, and it's okay. Like, you can pressure the girl and be like, oh, I want to get to know you. Like, I'm bisexual. And you can see where that goes.
Yeah.
But I see bisexual people date girls. Like, I know this this guy on Instagram. I don't really know him, but he was the gayest person in the community, the gay community. Like, and he's dating a girl now, and he had a kid of her. So, like, I'm not saying like it'll be a good relationship. Like, maybe that's one of the relationships that work. But dating a gay or a bisexual man, like, I think it's better, to be honest, because a bisexual man can understand the nuances a girl usually goes through with a heterosexual man. So they could be best friends and lovers. So clip that and date me.
Would you consider dating a bisexual woman then? Would
Yeah,
that make sense?
of course. Yeah, like, I'm not an insecure person. Like,
Yeah.
you got, like, I've dated an insecure man where, like, I couldn't even look at you without him thinking, why are you looking at him so long? Like, that's how crazy my relationship was.
You said you dated this person? So
Yes. It was crazy.
How long did that relationship last?
2 to 3 years, like, on and off, though.
Wow.
Oh, the Filipino?
Filipino guy.
Oh, that's-
He was
Jeez.
very
Filipinos-
insecure.
Filipinos toxic.
Yeah, he's probably gonna watch this, but whatever. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I've dated an insecure person before, very insecure, and I've learned not to be insecure because of that relationship. So I'm like, doesn't faze me until I actually know you're cheating on me and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think I have a reason to be insecure.
Yeah.
But and then guess what? He admitted it to me after like a couple years of like when we broken up that he cheated on me. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
how you gonna tell me this after we're done? Like, what did
protection.
this
You think it's
give me?
Say that to hurt you?
I probably should hurt me and give him closure. But I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. I told him like, okay, what do you want to do with this
Yeah.
information? So, yeah. So usually, if someone's accused of you cheating, most likely they are the one cheating.
Damn, it's making me reflect a little bit. But you guys know how you guys say that, you know, when you're younger, you have like raging hormones and stuff, right? And I know that sometimes those intrusive thoughts don't really stop. Like Mario, if he likes a girl, he's gonna go for it, like no matter what, right?
He
Like
is.
if she's friend zoned, he don't give a fuck, right?
He's horny.
She says whatever, it
Yeah,
doesn't
he-
matter. He's gonna try. But for you, I'm assuming that ever since then, while you have not dated a girl, you probably had feelings for some.
No, I don't. I haven't had feelings for anyone for a while.
But the people you have had feelings for since then, it's only just been men.
Yeah, only been men.
So no women.
Yeah, because with me, like, I don't look at gender. Okay, like I'm gonna like who I like, but it's all about personality. Getting to
Yeah.
know them first. So like, if I see you as a friend, then you're gonna be a friend to me. Or like you treat me as a friend, then you're a friend to me. So since girls don't give me that time of day, I don't have the time to even like think like, do I like this person?
Oh,
You know what I mean? So like, if no one gives me attention, I'm not gonna give it back.
yeah.
So
Because it's very like unimpulsive compared to like other men. You know, if Mario's like, this chick's fucking
Yeah.
hot, I'm gonna fucking try. You know,
yeah,
and
I'm
you're
not all
like,
about the looks though.
yeah. So that's what I'm getting
That's why
at.
I
what you're
don't get
saying.
like I don't get like sexual thoughts are aroused by like physical looks.
Isn't what is that
Demisexual.
called?
Demisexual?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
I'm so
demisexual.
proud you
He's
know
probably a
that.
sapiosexual too.
No, I'm a demi-pansexual.
Oh, pen? Okay.
Demi. Can you explain
That's so
that?
hot.
I don't know.
Can you
No wonder you
explain
get
demi
bitches.
and pan?
Can I speak demi?
No, can you explain demi? and pan?
Pansexual is when you're attracted to their personalities. Demisexual is what is demisexual again? It's like it doesn't matter about like if you're a boy or a girl. And I think it's about personality too. I can't remember. I looked this up when I was trying to find myself back then when I was like coming out and stuff. That's when I looked it up and I identified as demi-pansexual.
Because of your personality, like being that you're only attracted to a personality like that, but then if they treat you as if like you're just a friend zone you don't ever explore it.
No.
Yeah.
I think I have too much pride. I'm like, bitch, she don't like me,
Oh.
she don't like me. He don't like me, he don't like me. Like, I'm
You
not
don't
gonna
get
go for something.
You don't get crushes?
Hell, no, I really don't. That's so
Really?
sad.
Oh.
Yeah, like, but that's how like I don't give a fuck about relationships. Like,
I'm
I
not
don't
saying
thi-
relationship. I'm saying crush.
No, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like,
Oh.
that's the start of a relationship, right? Liking people. I don't ever think that like, oh, I kind of like this person. Like, I don't think I ever anybody in the States like where I'm like, I like this person.
Can you explain how, if that's the case, right? How Jay the International Hoe became about?
I can tell exactly how the Jay the International Hoe came about. So Grindr is a very popular app in the gay community. Let me tell you first and foremost. If like I ever go on there, like and it checks who's around you in the vicinity, I'll get a message and there's like you want to hook up, send a dick pic or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it's just very easy for gay men to it's we're accessible to sex. Like we get it so easy. Like if I want to get a blowjob, I could get one right now. Like that's how easy it is.
Yeah.
Which I kind of did the other month. So I've been going to the gym lately, and after the gym, I don't know
Look
why.
bad.
I don't know if you know, do you go to the gym?
What the fuck? Of course
yeah,
I
you
don't.
You don't. Anyways, me and Mario goes to the gym, but like sometimes you get like a lot of testosterone. I use it really horny.
Yeah.
After the gym, I'm like, what
I thought that was just me. I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah. And then I was like, I took a shower at that gym that day, and then this guy kept staring at me in the gym locker room. I was like, oh my god, he probably wants a gay guy's fucking cruise in the gym locker room, which is fucking weird to me. But
Wait,
he kept
what?
staring at me.
What do you mean
Gay guys cruise. Cruise is a gay term where like they're like, you know when you cruise in a car, you're just cruising around. But gay guys cruise where like they're looking for people who potentially want to have sex with them
Like in person. Like,
in person.
So how
Like,
can you
there's
tell?
cruise spots. They
Oh,
keep
cruise
staring at
spots.
you. That's
Oh.
how they know. And I'm like, I'm not the straightest guy, so I'm pretty sure he knows I'm fucking gay.
It wasn't like your abs or anything?
No, it's probably my ass. 'Cause I usually wear like booty shorts to the gym, so it attracts a lot of guys.
Can we get a picture of that right here?
Booty shorts. But yeah. So there's this one day I was like, he was staring at me. I'm like, oh god. So I like rushed out, and then like that gave me a thought because I was already feeling horny. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna grind it real quick. And then boom, someone hit me up. There's like they're down. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll wait in the parking lot of Planet Fitness, and I got a fucking blowjob, which is one of the worst blowjobs I've ever had. But I got a nut. I got a nut. So
It was that easy.
it is, and that was like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
That's so. Oh, I don't know.
So it's just really easy.
Yeah,
for
I-
gay men to have.
Yeah.
No,
whatever they want.
I definitely see that with all my gay friends, but I'm just trying to process this because you're a guy who says like personality means the most to me, right?
A nut is
That's
a nut.
different. That's
But
so
then-
different.
A nut
You
is a
still have
nut.
sexual desires, like you
So
still
my
want
sexual
bust.
desires is very low though, like very very low. So besides that moment 2 months ago, like I don't remember the last time. Maybe
You know, I traveled with you through
did I
Europe.
do something?
right?
Oh, I did. But
You know you can't lie
But
to
how
me.
long ago was that? No, but how long ago was that though?
That was last year around this month.
Yeah, exactly. That was almost a whole year ago.
So that was the last time
Yeah,
for that, or you
I
just
d-
don't remember?
No, I swear that was. I remember the most recent hookup, but besides that, no. Like I haven't
Because,
hooked
all
up
right,
with
all
anybody.
right. So to put it in context, right? So we're friends, so I'm gonna throw him under the bus for sure.
What?
Me, I would say I have like a semi-low sex drive, right? And if you're saying you have a semi-low sex drive, I would never leave
Oh,
my
very
friends in
low.
a foreign country at like 5 a.m. to go to a stranger's house to hook up.
First and foremost, you and my cousin Lynn told me to go hook up with that guy.
Yeah, because we knew you wanted it.
No, I didn't.
I
We were
encouraged
out
my-
drinking. We were like, you should
I
go.
encouraged my
you
friends to
should
go
hook
get
up.
that dick. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
And then I told y'all, like, so I actually left the club early because I was going to get some dick. And then, no, I was like, give some dick, not get some dick that day. Because I was like, So then, and then a guy canceled me. Guess what he was? He was Filipino. He canceled me. So another guy hit me up. See how easy that was? So another guy hit me up. But let me answer the question, the international hoe. Because when you're an international person, people in that country or whatever are more attracted to you. Because, I don't know, the green card, you're an American citizen, I don't know what it is, but people just want to fuck you. Or
Hasn't happened to me yet.
You're not on Grindr.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But so yeah, then another guy came after that club and picked me up in his rapist van. And
Oh.
let me tell you the story.
Oh
actually,
my
'cause it's
God.
actually a
Go
really-
into the
it's
story,
actually
Jay.
a really good story. Okay, so after the Filipino guy canceled me, the other guy hit me up. He was like, "Cool, I'll pick you up." So he came in this rapist ass van. It was big ass white van. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I opened the door first. I peeked in. I was like, "Okay, we're clear." So I sat in there like, you know, like bang buzz.
Yeah.
It felt like
No.
a bang buzz.
What was that?
You don't know about bang bus? I'm sorry. So I was just sitting in the back seat in the bang bus. I was like, what the fuck? And then I was drunk too. And he pulled out to a random like street. He was like, is this spot okay? And then I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then he was scurrying around for something. I'm like, what are you looking for? He's like, oh, my drugs. I'm like, oh, okay. So I just still sat in the back, couldn't find it. And he's like, oh, do you mind if I go to my house real quick to find it? I'm like, sure. Like, I'm like, fuck, I might die. Like, whatever. Like, I'm already drunk. I'm like, fuck it, I'm in too deep. So he pulls up to his house, looking for it again. He's like, okay, I'm going inside. When it's like, couldn't find it, come back out. He's like, let me try find it again. Mind, it's already been like a whole hour, okay? So I'm like sobering up. And then we started doing some stuff. And then he's like, wait, let me go find it again. I'm like,
Bro, stop.
bro, like it's literally 4 a.m. right now.
Damn.
And then he goes back inside, comes back out. He's like, oh, if my wife comes out, can you tell her you're my client? I was like, wife? Bitch. I was like, wife? It was already too late. I already did stuff with him. So I was like, whatever, I'm going to get my nut. Like, I'm going to do what I need to do. In Europe, we were the Nice friends.
Yeah, we were in Nice.
And then his wife didn't come out. Thank the fucking God, bro. And then he was like, okay, let's go somewhere else. I was like, who? He was like, do you mind if we go somewhere like farther? I want to take you somewhere. I'm like, what the fuck? Sure, I'm already in too deep. So he drives like 30 motherfucking minutes. Where's the one place? Milan or whatever? Morocco. So
Monaco.
Monaco. So it was Nice, France. He drove 30 minutes to near Monaco. And he took me to this cliff. I was like, okay, this is nice. So we started doing stuff. Midway through, he's like, can I take you somewhere else? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't ever want to do anything no more. Like,
It's probably because he's got coke dick and he's like, fuck, I could go on all fucking night.
I think so. Like, it was coke. And then, so we got out the car this time and we was walking down to this nice ass. It was pretty fucking nice. So it was like the waters is crashing against the beach and stuff. So we walked all the way down to the beach and then we started doing stuff. And then when we were doing stuff, he was like, yeah, I took my wife here when we were kids and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you're done. I was like, I'm actually really tired now. Because mind you, the sun is already like rising. I'm like, oh, actually, I'm really tired. Like, do you mind if we just go home? He's like, okay. So he was like, I'm gonna run and get the car and pick you up. And in that moment, I was like, he's gonna fucking leave me here, bro. He's gonna fucking leave me here. Because no one came. Like, no one got their nut. So I was like, fuck, he's gonna leave me here. And he didn't. He came pick me up. But the one thing that did happen, I started getting an allergic reaction because I'm allergic to latex. So, dude, my face was blowing up. I acted like I was asleep in the car. So right when he got to like the Airbnb, I just ran out and blocked him after. I was like, oh, I'm done. And I was telling them, I was like, I had an allergic reaction. I need to get medicine in the morning. But by the time I woke up, I was awake and it went away. But that was my crazy hookup trip in Europe. You're welcome. I did not say this on any of my social media. So this is an inside scoop. First married man.
That's
not the last, but yeah.
No, shut the fuck up.
Not the last?
No. It was too late. We already committed the act. Like,
I told him that he has a type because one day I was just, because he's always crude as fuck to me, right? And I forgot what I said. And he's like, your dad. I was like, oh, your type exactly, married man.
That's one time.
Imagine though, like when I woke up, I was like, where the fuck is Jay? Like, where'd this fucking guy go?
It was, dude. It was
because he said he wasn't gonna do it. You said you weren't gonna do it. So we all came back. It was already fucking hella late. So I was like, all right, I guess we just all go sleep. You know, woke up, couldn't find him, had no idea. I was like, dude, this guy could be dead. Of course, he comes back looking all fucked up from all his allergic reactions. So I'm like, God damn, bro, what happened to you? And then obviously he told us the story, and I'm like,
going through it. I think that was our last night before we left that day too. So I like go out with a bang.
What the fuck though? Like
Yeah.
I don't. First, obviously the married thing weird, but then like having to take you 30 minutes to like different spots. It
was a whole hour home.
He just couldn't get it up.
No, he just kept wanting to take me. It was up.
That's weird. I mean,
I was like, damn, trying to show me the world.
it could be like a European thing.
You could be a European thing. I was
Hey,
like,
that's chivalry, right? That's romantic. They say.
I was like,
so are you like top, bottom? Do you alternate?
like I said, if it's under 5, I will bottom for someone. If it's bigger than 5, I'll look at him like, nope.
So what do you do in that instance?
I could fuck him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're cool with it? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time, yeah, they're cool with it. Or we give each other other things. Like, it doesn't matter.
oh, okay. Because I know sometimes some dudes are a little more strict on that. We're like, I only bottom. Or
Oh,
I only,
yeah. I'm
only top.
open. I don't care.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
because I'm just trying not to be in pain. And, like, 5 and below will not disrupt my life. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm okay with it. But like, if I find a love of my life and he has like a fucking 10-inch cock, I'm like, fuck, I guess I have to train for this.
Jesus
But I don't want
Christ.
to, you know? Like, bigger is not better. I'm sorry. Bigger is not better. Clip that.
Wow, you just gave me so
For
much
all those short
confidence
kings
right
out
now.
there,
That's-
and, you know, it's okay to be small. You were born with that length. And
Shout out
girth,
to our homie
so-
Matt.
What do you say fuck me for?
No.
Yeah, like,
Yo.
don't be insecure. As long as you do other things, like, you know, there's like fellatio you could give and like other pleasures that you give to a woman or man.
I think about your virginity loss story when you're like, yeah, we just went in raw. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, your
But
poor butthole.
because I was so fucked up, I didn't even feel anything.
Oh wow.
Yeah. that's
Until
what-
the next day.
I literally sat on that shit. Like, just boom.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Like,
So do you, when you do bottom and stuff, because I've heard different things from different people, but do you use a VCR recorder? Is that what it's called?
what the fuck is that?
It's like that pill that you take.
Sorry, I'm telling you, I'm not gay. Oh. I don't bottom a lot. I don't know about that. So I don't know shit.
So
I'm
it's
sorry.
a drug that you can take. You buy it from like adult film stores, some liquor stores, depending. And it's called VCR recorder or cleaner, VCR cleaner. And it's
What does it
basically it softens your muscles.
Oh, it's a muscle relaxer.
Yeah,
like
the muscle
poppers.
relaxant. Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
poppers.
Yeah.
I
those.
never even did poppers, so I don't know.
When you are international, do you hook up with women too?
No.
Oh.
Because they're not on like those easy.
Yeah.
Like I have to go. You would have to go on Tinder and like swipe and like it's a little more harder because you have to talk to the girls and like go on dates. So those girls out there they actually want to date and not just hook up. Like it's easier to hook up, yeah, but they do want to date people.
What about when you went to Thailand?
So I was in Thailand and I was studying abroad at the time, and then my friend and I was driving around on a bike, and then these girls caught over and they were pretty cute. So then my friend was interested, so we went over. And I'm being a good friend, being a wing man. I was like, okay, cool. Like she has a friend with her. Let me talk to the other girl. So we was talking, and then we ended up getting a massage because they was in front of the massage parlor, and then yeah. So what happened was. I was like, oh, I just need like I'm sunburned. I can't do like an aloe vera massage or whatever. So then I was like, I washed up, was in my shorts, and then I walked in there. She's like, oh, like, do you want to like do more? I was like, no, I want an aloe vera massage. Like, what is more? And she's like, you know, like insinuating like, you know, sex. I was like, no, I don't want that. I just want a massage. And then my friends were literally right next door, not like right next to me. It was just like a little sheet hanging up. I'm like, no. So I hear them doing stuff. I'm like, oh my God. Like, so I'm sitting right next to him getting a massage. And she's like, oh, take off your pants. I'm like, I don't know, this is normal. Whatever, fuck it, I'll give a fuck. So I like took off my pants, laid there, and then she was massaging me, and then she started like rubbing up on me. I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, this is about to happen. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be a dead fish. I'm not touching her. I'm just laying here with an erection. Like, so I was laying there, and then she started, you know, giving me head, and then she put a condom on me, and then she started like riding me. I'm like, my God, what the fuck? And my friend is already done. And with me, like, I take a while to like come. So like he's outside waiting. I'm like, oh my God, he knows that we're having fucking sex, bro. And then yeah, I finally came, and then like it was like 200K like for in Thai, whatever it was. And then like, I'm not gonna pay this bitch. I'm like, I'm gonna give you 200K. But like, so I gave her 200K, and then she was like, but like, I was like, no, I didn't want it. Like, so I just ended up giving her another 200K. So like,
Oh, you did?
double the massage, so 400K. So I'm like, that's all I'm paying. Like, that's all I got. Like, I didn't want a nut. Like, you gave me a nut. Like, did I enjoy it? Yeah, I did. A nut is a nut. Yeah, that was Thailand. But there's more in Thailand. I could, dude, Thailand is so fun though. Like I realized like traveling internationally and stuff, like sex is just sex. In America, sex is like taboo, but like sex in everywhere else is just like accessible and is nothing to people. Like they'll show you a titty if you want to see a titty. Like they don't give a fuck.
Different
That's it.
countries definitely have different like cultural norms for what sex is like. I know here it is a lot more taboo and stuff. Like I remember going to Japan and we met these like tattoo artists and you know tattoo artists in Japan. You know like
Yeah,
it's
Yakuza,
we definitely
right.
met the degens of Japan. And we cruised with them. They showed us like the spots where like they go or they go out and drink and stuff. And he's like, and showed us where all the homeless are. Because if you go to Japan, you don't see homeless.
Yeah, but
so
it's
he's
a lot.
like, I gotta show you the spot, and they're so organized. It's like a nice little spots for their tents and everything, super clean and organized. I was like, damn, it's crazy. But he took us. He's like, I'm gonna show you the red light district,
Oh, it's crazy.
dude. Yeah,
It's crazy.
So we
Japan's
go,
crazy.
and it's me and 3 other girls and him. So he's like, ladies, you have to wait right here. You're not allowed over here. And they're like, what? We want to see too. And then like, nope, it's like a guy thing. Like it's only men allowed here to like walk through. And it's like, we're at a park and we basically just walk to this area where it's like it looks like a storage warehouse facility. Literally, like with the thing, it just goes up and like they're
sitting there.
Yeah, they're just sitting there. You see an old lady. She's like
That's the pimp.
Yeah, she's the pimp. And then they're usually just sitting there chilling. And then there's sometimes a bed or a little platform stuff. And then there's a young girl like right there. And then you have to talk to the pimp or something to like,
See
go
how much
do
time
stuff.
you want.
Yep.
So they're sitting like, just think of like a front door, and they're sitting at the front door, the door open, and there's a lady right there. So you want like 2 minutes, you could pay for 2 minutes. Like you just pay for a certain time and you just go
you pay for
upstairs.
Wow.
Yeah, you pay for a certain time and go upstairs. If there's a house and there's no girl in the front door, that means that girl is occupied. So you have to wait until she comes back downstairs and sit there.
And dude, there was legit just like bunch of like businessmen just walking like,
Yep.
oh hey, sometimes with their
It's
bros and
quick.
stuff too. It was like they're at a mall.
It's normal.
Yeah.
It's like we just need a quick nut.
Yeah,
We're businessmen. We're stressed. Like it's crazy. And there's some pretty ass girls. I was thinking about doing it too. I went with Adam.
Wow.
And we were trying to get Adam to have sex with a girl. So we were like, we'll pay for it, bro. We'll pay for it. Like, we like circled around a lot. And then and we was like, okay, this time we're gonna go back and get her. She was taken. She was at the front door anymore.
Wow.
I was like, fuck, Adam. That could have been yours. She was pretty.
Really?
Like, damn, I would have done it. She was pretty. Because those are the pretty ass girls too. And most of the girls are the one who are in porn and like Japanese porn and
Oh,
stuff. Those are
really?
actually like adult workers that do that.
Maybe we should have made Peter go and do it.
Peter's not down.
Yeah, Jay always trashes me in
down.
Europe. He trashed me a bunch,
Like-
dude. What'd you say to the people from London?
I don't know. I
He
said a lot of shit.
He said some shit like, because that's when we split up, right? I went to London and then I think Jay went back home or something like that. And then he was talking to them like, oh yeah, like I would tell you to hook up my friend Peter with like some girls, but I know he's a little bitch or something like that.
Yeah. So we met these people, the Vietnamese people, at the club in Budapest. So they were like on like a
No,
vacation.
it was Barcelona.
Barcelona. And we went to the club, and then we had met them. And that's how he went to London and like hung out with them there. But I was talking to them, and they wanted drugs too. So I was getting them drugs too from the drug dealer. Oh my God, I didn't say that. Okay, sorry. Yeah,
say
drug
what
dealer.
it
was?
No, because that was a conversation we had privately.
Oh.
So they don't know. Whatever. So I was getting them drugs in fucking Barcelona. And then I made friends with them. Then Peter made friends with them. We found out they were in London. They're Vietnamese. So he hooked up with them
No, he didn't.
connected with them in London.
Yeah, that's loosely used.
But yeah, I wanted Peter to get some pussy, but he didn't. So he's a pussy. So
Hey, come on, man. That was the beginning of my celibacy
I would
journey,
say you
man.
are what you eat, but you're not eating. So
He's a taco.
Jeez. Well, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I know that you found in Thailand yourself sleeping with a woman, but you also found other things in Thailand, right? Can you go
Lady
into
boys?
it? No.
no, I didn't sleep with a lady boy. Not yet.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about, so
I
I'll
fell
let
in
you go
love
into
in
it.
Thailand.
What?
I did fall in love in Thailand. So I met this guy. He's actually Cambodian, but was working in Thailand at the time. And we started. Okay, so he's actually like, I wouldn't say. I guess he is a sex worker. But so we went to a gay show with my other friends, and then like I didn't want nobody. I was like, no, I don't want no guy. And then, but my friend called the guy over, and then we hung out. And we were just chilling the whole night. We went to a club and stuff. I didn't do anything. And at the end of the night, like we went back to the hotel room, and he wanted to do stuff. I was like, no, I'm good, because when I drink, I cannot get it up. Like I just cannot get hard. So I was like, nah, here, like I'll pay you, and you could go on your way. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I don't need it. Like take it. But I forgot it wasn't even expensive. So then we kept in contact. I was leaving the next day, and then I figured out. I went to school in Cal State Long Beach at the time. Found out my professor is doing a study abroad in Thailand. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm going. I'm gonna go see my boo. So I went on the trip, and then we started dating like long distance, like basically long distance. And I went to Thailand like every chance I got. I went to Thailand, like, and I went like 4 times in the span of like a year, just to see this guy. And then the last time, because when my grandma died the same day as Kobe Bryant, I did a layover in Thailand to see him first, then go to Vietnam. That's how like much I was like talking to him. And this was during COVID too, so I was flying during COVID to see this bitch and then go to Vietnam and then go home. And then the last time I spoke to him, I was like, this is me the last time you'll see me because this is not like feasible. Like, there's no way we could have a relationship with this. Yeah. And I thought about like, marrying him, bringing him over here, but I'm like, I don't want to babysit him. Yeah. I don't like. I'm your only friend now. I gotta see you 24/7. Nah, I need my space. So I was like, nah, like this is it. Like I can't see you as more than a friend after this. So then when I went to Thailand recently. Did I go recently? Yeah, I did go recently. Mm-hmm. And I hit him up and he didn't reply to me because he had a new WhatsApp or whatever. And then he messaged me on Instagram. I was like, oh, when are you leaving? I'm like, today. I was like, I messaged you. He's like, oh, I got a new number. I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, okay, well, I'm leaving today, so I can't see you. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you didn't want to see me. I'm like, no, like, we're friends. Like, it's cool. I would have seen you, but hey, it is what it is. So, but yeah, that was my last love interest, actually.
Wow,
and
really?
that was in like 2019.
I mean, it seems like it takes a lot to spark your heart.
Yeah, and it was just like I said, like I wasn't even like infatuated with him as a person. Like we were just hanging out the whole night and just talking to each other and getting to know him. And that's when I started liking him. I was like, oh, okay, he's cool. Like, so that's why like looks are fleeting to me. Like it's about like our conversation and stuff. And he didn't even have the best English, so I'm like,
I was gonna ask that.
Like if we could communicate and get stuff across, like it's all about energy.
What do you think it is that draws you? I know you say personality and getting to know someone, but what is it like? What aspects of personality really draw you in?
I don't know, because I don't have like a type. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just like we vibe.
Is there something that's consistent between the people that you've been interested in? Like, are they funny? Are they open? Are they vulnerable?
No, they're not funny.
Short, tall.
I really don't have a type. People ask me that all the time. I'm like, I don't have a type. I don't know what to tell y'all. If people want me to be in a relationship so bad, they're like, we're gonna find someone. Yeah. And for all the girls out there, let me tell y'all this, bitches. Just because your gay friend is gay does not mean we gotta date. You do not have to introduce us to each other like, he's gay, you're gay, talk to each other, and love each other. That does not how it works. Like, can you imagine like if me as a gay person had a single friend and had to introduce you to all the single heterosexual friends I had to you? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like, do not do that shit. That's so fucking
You're
annoying.
Basically saying like those girlfriends of yours have a standard to introduce you, and that standard is they're gay.
Oh, you're gay, perfect. You love my friend. Like, oh my god.
So
like,
you get offended?
I don't get offended. It's annoying. It's like just because we have one common thing, which is our sexual preference, we gotta date each other.
Yeah.
Is that how it works? Is that how it works in heterosexual relationships? No.
I've done that. Where I'm like, oh, you're gay? Let me introduce you to my gay friend.
Yeah, it's so fucking annoying. Yeah. Like I got it with Henry before. Like, oh, you do know Henry? You should date. I'm like, no, we're just friends. No, we're just friends. Just because we're gay do not mean we need a date. And it's so annoying.
It's probably because it tends to be like, oh, majority of social circles are heterosexual. And oh, you have your one or two gay friends. Yeah. Hey, you're gay. They're gay too.
I love him. I love you. Let's bring it together.
Y'all fuck each other.
Like, it just don't work like that. I'm sorry, girls. It just don't work like that.
That's funny. Yeah, because I do see that a lot.
I kind of want to ask you because it seems like obviously you care a lot about people and you think like relationships are really healthy. Obviously you want a family because I know that because you've talked to me about it. Mm-hmm. Like, do you ever feel like disheartened, like going at the pace that you're going? Like, you're like, damn, like I want to, like, because one of the first things you told me was that when Tina, his best friend, had recently had a kid, you're like, damn, I kind of wanted them to grow up together, and have a kid. But
she betrayed me. Fucking bitch.
I mean, on accident.
I know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, are you ever like, damn, dude, like, this is so much more difficult for me?
Or yeah. I wanted a kid like maybe fucking 5 years ago. Like, yeah. So I'm actively wanting a child, but no one wants to hold my kids. And then these bitches be like, yeah, I'll hold your kids, but when I'm ready. When is ready? 20 years, bitch? I need now.
You've asked, right?
Yeah, I asked all my best friends. I was like, can you want to hold my kid for me? Like, they're like, no, I'm not ready. Which I get. Like, it's 9 years of your life, 9 months of your life holding, like, you stop drinking, doing stuff. Like, I get it. So I don't get mad that they say no to me. It's just like, it's frustrating. Like, don't say, yeah, when I'm ready. Like, bitch, just say no.
Is adopting not an option? Or
adopting is an option, but I want to have my own kid first, and then adopt, because like, I kind of feel weird. Like, if I adopt a kid and then like, I do have my own kid, my adoptee kid is kind of taking care of my kid. That's kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I feel
Like it's just I don't want no issues. Like, cause kids
Yeah.
are very like sensitive when they're growing up, so they might look at that in a certain way. So I don't want it to like, oh, you adopted me just so you take care, so I'm the babysitter of your kid. I don't know, but
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
So adopting is an option. It's just I haven't got there yet.
Oh,
I
okay.
want my own child first.
I think you'd be a good father. I see the way you
you.
take care of
Yeah.
like your
Yeah.
family and your kids.
I was team fuck them kids. I'm still team fuck them kids, but I want my own kids, so I can say fuck you to those kids.
You have a little mini J, and you guys go cosplay
That's
together.
what I'm saying.
You
I would be
know?
such a good father.
So cute.
But that's also my I want that to be. I want to be a single father because I really honestly don't see myself with someone. But like I'm okay with that, and I could have a partner later on. But I could be a single father just fine. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, I've
And-
actually thought about that as well.
Yeah, like I'll be fine with it. Like my family's very supportive. Like my family's close knit. Like it takes a village
Yeah.
to take care of a kid. So and I have that village support. So that's why I want a kid because I know I have the support.
You have the village.
And all my friends, like my friends are like my family now too. So if I'm dropping off to Peter, you better watch him.
One of the things that you just told me now is like you're okay with just being a single father. You're okay with being basically by yourself raising someone. Usually, a lot of people they kind of go through some shit where they're like, "Damn, I'm lonely. Like I'll never have someone." But it seems like you're kind of accepting of it already.
I'm a lonely person. What can I say? I've learned to take comfort by myself and be by myself all the time because I'm actually always by myself. Like people think I'm like a very happy person, like which I am, but that's like to social media. Like I'm gonna give you different personalities when I want to. I have like 6 different personalities, and I can give you whatever personality I want. So. I'm portrayed online as like someone who's always happy and stuff, but behind the scenes, I'm always by myself. Like if you see me in my videos, I'm by myself all the time. I'm not with someone all the time, so I've just learned to take comfort. And social media is my comfort too. Like when I'm being lonely and bored, I just talk on social media.
Yeah.
And because people respond to me there and people give me attention on there, so I'm alone, but I'm not always alone because I have friends on the internet.
I feel like you talk about it too. Sometimes you talked about like depression, and you talked about like you're taking like antidepressant pills, right?
Yes, I sure am.
Yeah.
Prozac, 20
Yeah.
milligrams now as of last week. I'm on day 28 of my happy pills. It has not worked yet, but that is not the point. It's the point of therapy and like taking happy pills is like you're taking a step for your own mental health and a step for your growth. And there's a lot of bad stigma out there about like seeking help and therapy. And I want everyone to know that it's okay to ask for help. Not everyone has it together because you might think your problems aren't a lot, but it actually is and it affects you every day. So yeah, I'm asking for help. I looked for help. I tried to ask for help like 6-7 years ago, and then when I got the like approval from my provider, I called them. They were like, "We're booked. We can't help you." Click. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I was like, "You know what? I'll figure it out by myself." So. And then now, 6 years later, I'm like, I'm gonna ask for help again because right now in our generation, mental health is very prevalent and everyone's seeking for it. So it's easier now, it's more accessible now. So yeah, I'm seeing a therapist. I have a psychiatrist. I'm on happy pills, and it's okay right now. Like I don't think it has made much, but my psychiatrist told me that. It could work in 5 days. It could work in 20 days. It could work in 30 days. Whatever it is, depends. Just keep on taking it, and then one day you just might feel whatever it may be. But basically, it's like your levels of I don't know what it was, but like basically you're down here, the normal level's up here, so it try to get you to this normal level, so you're not like feeling depressed and stuff. But yeah, back to like being lonely. I was lonely like my whole life. I grew up by myself, technically because my parents were out working. They're first generation immigrants. So I grew up by myself. I was always independent. And I guess as a child, I learned how to be by myself and take comfort with myself. So that's why I feel like I don't need nobody. And just being at where I'm at in my life, like I didn't ask for money from my parents since I was 18. Like I've always been doing it on my own when I was of age. So yeah, I'm just realized like if someone was gonna come into my life, it's like you bring value and do your own thing because I'm so independent. Where it's like we had come together at the end of the day, but I don't want to babysit. I don't want to help you grow as a man or woman. Like we just come together to put more to the table.
I like that because It seems that you have these like family values where like you are very close to your family, even though you didn't grow up with them exactly. You know, you didn't have someone there like over your shoulder trying to help you out. Which I want to ask, like, how did that work? Because I know you have an older brother. So what made you excluded?
I don't know. I don't know what it was as a child. Like even my family tells me stories when I was a kid. Like everyone would be in the living room watching TV and stuff, and I'll be in the room playing by myself or in the toilet playing with my toys in the toilet. Like it was just I was always by myself. So I don't know. I mean, I'm very close to all my family members.
Yeah.
Because growing up, we used to just play with each other. Like I wouldn't like be like antisocial. It's just like I always knew it was okay to be by myself and take comfort in by myself. So my dad is the youngest of 10 kids. So I did my family tree once. And that was like 277 cousins. I'm like,
Damn.
Lord Jesus. And that was just like me just like from the top of my head. So I've actually like gotten down all the information. I have a lot of cousins because each of my dad's siblings have at least 8 kids. So do that math. My dad is the only one who has 4 kids.
Yeah.
And the second youngest has 5 kids. So they're the only 2 that didn't hit 8 kids. Wow. So my family is huge. So that's why like growing up too, since my dad was the youngest of 10, like he's treated like he's the youngest child. So he's treated like a fucking king. Like everyone respects him. Everyone checks up on him. Like my dad is like the boss. And back then, my family was very wealthy. So my dad would used to help out a lot of his family members, like coming to America or giving them money to loan and stuff like that. So in that process, my dad would bring me around everywhere. So when my dad brings me around to hang out with my cousins, well, he's hanging out with his friends. I'm just hanging out with my cousins. Like we grew a bond at such a young age because we're hanging out when our dads are doing what we are doing now, drinking and hanging out. So that's how my family has become such a core support system because we grew up together. Like we literally grew up together, and everyone who migrated from Vietnam together, they stayed together on the boat, went through like refugee camps together, and then they all landed in the South Bay, like in Hawthorne area, Inglewood area, together. So like even now, we're still all. I could walk to my cousin's house. My cousin's right next door to me too, like literally right next door. So we're all in the same neighborhood. So like we always like I don't even hang out with friends. I hang out with family because we're so close. We're like next door, across the street. Yeah. And I've actually had an issue with this before because my ex-best friend, who I broke up with last year, she would get mad. She'd be like, oh, you hang out with them more than me. I'm like, they're family. I could just walk over the house and knock on the door and go on in. I had the keys to their house.
You broke up with your best friend?
Yeah,
What?
I broke up with my best friend.
Was she like needy or something? Like
Yeah, she was pretty needy. She was she was just so she was like my high school best friend.
Yeah.
And we grew up, we met, she's African American, we met in 9th grade, and like we always been friends up till last year. And our conversations are great. Like she taught me a lot about Black culture and like all these things, and like made me woke as a person in black like, you know, issues and topics. And I'm grateful to her, but you know, friendships do not last forever. Like just because y'all knew each other in high school does not mean you have to know each other forever. I don't want to say expiration date, but there's an expiration date on everyone. But I still love her to this day. It's just like we're not fit for each other's lives no more because she wanted more. And I even told her, yeah, maybe I am the bad friend. I can't give you what you want, which is time. So I broke up with her and we was arguing. And then I forgot what it was, but she like, the last word she said to me was like, that's fucked up, blah, blah, blah. And like right when she cursed at me, I literally just like, you're blocked her. That's it. I blocked her about everything. Because like if we're having like a deep conversation, you're cursing now, like you're that mad when we're adults. What is the problem here? So I was like, I'm gonna protect myself and my energy and cut you off here. Like we're already having issues, and now you're being like unreasonable. I cut it off. I was like, no, we can't be friends. And growing older now, like I don't have to be friends with everybody. Like we don't have to be best friends either. And we've known each other since 9th grade, which is 2006. I broke her up last year. That's like, what is that? 19 years. I don't know what it is.
16 years.
16 years. The expiration date came. Like, and we always had on and off things because she was jealous of my other best friends. Then I was like gaining other best friends. So one of the things she did was like when she met my new best friend, like it was like Vince or something. This actually happened in front of me. I was at a family party. Vince was at my house. She was at my house. We're all like, I think it was like family's birthday or something. And she's like, I knew Jayson first since high school. Like I'm his best friend first. And they started arguing. And then I was like, well, I love him more. I'll Venmo him $20 right now. And so they both started Venmoing me money. Like, who loves him more? Let's Venmo him money. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are y'all arguing about who's the best friend?
Yeah.
I sent back the Venmo, but it was like over like $100 that they were sending me. I'm like, dude, like, it was hard. Like, so me and like, you know when you introduce each other, friends to like different friends group, you hope that it works. Mm-hmm. It works, but like it was just like a weird thing that like she would do, which is like she had to make it known like I'm his best friend first and foremost. I'm like, okay, like. Wow. Yeah, it's just weird. But I break up with people now. I break up with friends because I'm like, I still love you at the end of the day. It's just like we're not matching. Like, and that year I broke up with my other best friend too, which like she's like my cousin. But like we broke up in terms of like we can't be best friends like that and like confining each other like that no more. But like I'm still here for you. We can still like be cordial. Cause we're gonna see each other like at friends, family groups and stuff. But like. It wasn't working out for me at the end of the day. So I've learned to take a step back from friendships and like see not what benefits me, but really like benefits like my mental health. Because like if it's one-sided a lot, I will take a step back. I'm like, are we really friends? If it's one-sided, you know? So, because back then, like when I was in like getting to know the OC community and stuff, I wanted to be friends with everybody, but that's also stems from me being gay as a guy and wanting to be accepted by everyone. So every event that I was invited to, yeah, I'll be fucking there. I'm drinking, like let's party, you know. But nowadays, when you invite me out, no, I don't want to go. I'm not gonna drive drunk. Like, are you gonna Uber me out there? If you want me to hang out with y'all, Uber me there and back, cause I live far. Like, and I used to drive home drunk all the time. All the time. Every night I was out here driving home, I was drunk driving home. So, and I'm glad I didn't get DUI or anything, but like I fell asleep at the road a lot. Like a lot. So like nowadays I'm like, it's not worth it for me. Like if I gotta drink and drive, there's no way.
Yeah, man. Sometimes I see your videos of you driving and you're recording driving and you're watching anime while you drive, and I'm like, that ain't safe. That is not.
I'm trying to stay awake. I'm trying to stay awake.
So it's like 2 PM.
Exactly. I fall asleep on the road so easily. Like it could be midday. I'm tired. I'm like zoning out in traffic.
Oh, maybe you have
I don't know what it is.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
a thing.
my homie
My
has
cousin
it.
crashed into a tree because he fell asleep on the road. But it's a thing, and like I don't know if I'm like diagnosed with it or whatever, but like that's one of the things where I keep myself up. Or I blast the heater and be like, oh fuck, it's hot. Or like blast it like the AC and like, oh, it's cold. It'll keep me awake. I do crazy shit in the car.
That's crazy. I wanted to ask a little bit about your tattoos and
Yeah. So they're all anime tattoos. I got them basically all during COVID. I got one right here from Mike and Dazzle in Orlando, and that just started off a whole tattoo journey. This is one piece on my right arm, and then like neural and some other stuff on my left arm. I had got my legs done, but yeah, I don't know. Like it's just a new wave of tattoos is like anime tattoos, and I just hopped on the wave real quick and like back in 2019, in December too. So right before the pandemic, and ever since I've just been blasting myself and spent like $15K in my body so far.
whoa.
Yeah.
Body is a canvas.
Yeah, it really is. And like I slowed down a lot just because there's so much real estate on my body that I could tattoo. So I wanted to make sure like I tattoo like good quality stuff and not just random stuff. So I'm like being a collector and traveling other places like in Barcelona when we went to get my leg done. So now I am just being patient. My next one will be in the UK. That'll be fun.
Is there a specific reason it's anime? Like, I'm assuming you enjoy it, but does it call to you to speak to you or something?
No.
Jay likes anime?
I don't give a fuck.
think
I just love
anyone could've
anime
told.
and like I just want to like I think it's stupid when people are like you need a meaning
Oh,
for
no,
your
that's why I
tattoo. No, the fuck you don't. I like
Yeah.
what I like. I'm gonna put what I like.
I totally agree with
and
that.
then I don't want to be that typical like guy who get like koi fish and no offense like Japanese art on y'all like grow up.
Cause all offended, bro.
Grow up, AVGs and AVB like that's not cool no more. Okay.
What dragons?
No. Anything with scales on it, grow up. I'm sorry. That lifestyle is over. And I want to talk about ABGs for a second. ABGs are not just boba drinking girls. No. And dragon tattoos. That's not what ABG is, okay? If you don't know what the real definition of ABG, you're not an ABG.
Can you explain though? For
No,
everyone who's
because
not,
I'm not an
ABG?
ABG.
Can you give us your definition though?
Come on, get into it, Jay.
So if you're an ABG that drinks boba and have fake lashes, you are like the new generation of ABGs. You are like the Gen Zs of ABGs. But back then, ABGs were like, you were affiliated with a gangster. You were working at coffee shops. You were selling your body. You were like a ride or die chick for a gangster and like selling drugs and all this shit. And you were about that life, okay? Like you would square up with anybody. Thin Sharpie eyebrows and like nasty bleach blonde hair. Like you just look like real hood. You know, like a Junti girl is from like, Mexican gangsters. Like that's what an equivalent of like an ABG is. Like, so that's what an ABG is. And they should be just real hood and about their life. It's not about like being prissy and girly and having their nails done. I don't think they even got their nails done back then. Like they were just don't give a fuck. But yeah, that was a short glimpse of what an ABG is. Like a hood ass bitch.
What about ABBs? Have they changed?
ABBs have changed. So people ain't not really gangbanging like that no more. Like, yeah, you could be pushing shit on the side, but there's no more ABBs in the Asian world. Everyone's being a fuckboy now. That's our generation time is being a fuckboy. And that's what they call fuckboys now is ABBs. The Kevin Wings of, like there's no more ABGs and ABBs, but it is what it is. Things change. Like the word bitch. I use bitch in everything.
I use bitch
so
too.
bitch is like an endearing term. I'm like, hey bitch, what's up, bitch? No way, bitch. Like
What is your favorite anime?
my favorite anime?
Yeah.
That's too hard. But
All right, give me your top
I'm just
five.
gonna go with One Piece. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, I love One Piece.
One Piece. So my One Piece fans out there, One Piece is real. One Piece is real. But yeah, if you don't watch anime, get into it because what are you doing? It's 2023.
Do you need if you date someone, do you need them to watch
Yeah,
anime?
that's a requirement. And if we can't watch anime together, we ain't dating. That Christmas day I went on, I don't know, just I met a guy on Hinge and like I asked him if he watched anime. He said no. I was like, I know this ain't working. And it didn't. Sorry, like if we don't have anime is like my one interest.
Yeah.
So like we don't have that. Oh fuck it, like we can't. Maybe I could get you into it, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. Like I want to do cosplay together. Like we just go to Anime Expo together. Like So we're not. If you can't even watch anime, I'm sorry, we're not dating.
I've had I've been with women that video they don't like anime, and I try to get them into it. And I've seen memes like this too, where it's like, so it's like I'll put all anime on, and they're like, and I'm like, hey, yeah, this is my favorite one, watch it, and they're like. Instead I'm like, no, babe, watch it.
Netflix
watch
and chill, anime and chill.
I want you to watch it. And then there's memes where it's like, every time I try and put anime on, she just wants to suck my dick, And it's like, this is why we aren't working out.
Yeah, they're like, I'd rather fucking do something than watch this shit. No, I get it though. But that's me when like watching Korean dramas and stuff. Like, I'd rather watch anime. I don't watch human stuff like I was telling y'all earlier. I was like, I don't
Human
watch
stuff.
If there's a live human in it, I don't watch it. Don't ask me about Gossip Girl, what's that one? The Dragons, Lord of the Rings. I don't know.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. There you go.
Game of
Like, I
Thrones.
don't watch none of that.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad. Nope. Don't talk to me unless it's like old TV shows like Stranger Things. I watched it, but like it was because someone else was watching it at the time. So when I watch those things, like I go to my cousin's house, they just have Netflix running. I watch it, but like I wouldn't be in my own time at home by myself watching Netflix.
You're not stuck in traffic watching Netflix, right?
I'm watching anime in traffic first and foremost. So I stopped a while of watching One Piece, but when I was commuting from LA to Corona, I caught up because I was watching 3 episodes minimum each way. So I was watching 6 episodes a day.
Bro, that's so crazy because like it's also in Japanese, so
Yeah,
you
I
don't
read
know what they're
fast.
saying, but you're driving too.
I read fast. And I'm a really great driver.
Oh my god.
Like when I say I'm a really good driver, like I'm a really good driver. Like I swear, I could be a race car driver if I wanted to. I drive really good.
You missed that on your calling.
I did, but I don't want to die. That shit's scary.
Who's your favorite One Piece character?
Ooh, who's my favorite? I don't know.
Mine's Usopp.
No, he's annoying.
I love Usopp.
I mean-
It used to be my profile pic.
I like Law because I identify with him, like his attitude and personality.
Okay.
Like he's a
Oh, that's why you got the
tsundere.
little hat on, beanie on.
Yeah,
stuff?
like you know the tsundere means? Tsundere?
Say that again.
Tsundere.
Tsundere? Yeah, I know what tsundere means.
Like, so like it's a personality trait of like, you know, when a girl likes a boy and they're mean to them, like they display their affection differently. Like if I love someone, I'm gonna be a bitch to you. Like you're fucking ugly, Peter. But it means like
because he loves you.
But it's like, but I love you, Peter. You know what I mean?
Okay,
But like,
no wonder
we're
why
just
you're so
not
mean to
honest.
me.
Shut the fuck up. We're just not honest with our true feelings. So like we like disguise it with like
it's a style, though.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you're still honest with your feelings if you can.
In my own
it's just
way.
a style. You know, I've seen that in different people, different women who just like that's how they express their love.
you don't know
What's-
what that
what's
means. You
Peter?
don't watch enough anime. Peter's just a guy. He is just a normal guy.
And you make it sound like a bad thing. God damn.
It is a bad thing.
You're a guy that listens.
You're a guy.
True, true.
Remember, guys that listen.
Wait, what am I?
A dog.
Do you have any other animes you watch besides One Piece?
I watch too much. Every fucking season, I look at what anime to watch and just watch them off. So don't ask me that question. I fucking hate Attack on Titan. My
What?
God. It's taking forever to finish.
They did not need to split it up so many
God.
times.
They are no, it's
They're
good.
dragging it out, though. They're dragging it out.
Don't take it the wrong way. Like it's good. They are just milking the shit out of this episodes of like it's too much. And I haven't even watched the last season because like this is too much. I don't want to know no more. I've lost interest.
Oh, wow.
Would you want to date a weeb?
Yeah, I'm down in dating a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed, like, so there's like, I see it as like, there's people who don't watch anime, and there's people who watch anime and like identify it with so much. I think there's like a middle. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. I don't watch as much anime as I used to, but I keep up to date. Like, I know what
Yeah.
happens. I still read One Piece every single week since I was like 16, you know? But there's like weeb girls that I've met, and I'm like, y'all kind of weird. Like,
I wouldn't date like a deep down weeb otaku type shit.
Yes,
because that one is like, first of all, they don't shower. They stink.
I think they shower. They have to
Okay, they shower like every other day. No, every other 4 days. Okay, look at this. So this Japanese singer tweeted on her Twitter saying like, these are the rules that you should listen to before you go to my concert.
Oh, I
One
saw
of
that.
them was take a fucking shower.
Yeah.
Because they don't be fucking showering. Because they don't. I don't think they smell their body odor. Like, because you know you get so immune to what you smell like
No, I'm
that
good.
you don't smell it. You know, so. They stink. And when I go to Anime Expo and stuff, that room be stinking.
Yeah, Comic Con is the same.
Ooh. So yeah, no, I mean I would, but like they gotta be clean. That's one of the reasons why I wouldn't date guys like Peter. 'Cause
You are pretty dirty.
I showered all the fucking time. What are you talking
it doesn't
about?
matter.
You're a little
It
dirty.
doesn't matter if the water hits your body. You probably shower for like 2 minutes.
What the hell? You know I fucking
Done.
showered. Now that's just, you're just fucking.
Whatever.
Your Vietnam
Peter.
trip and stuff, going through the water and stuff, you know, like you don't even shower, right?
Yeah. I'm
Bro,
pretty sure.
everyone went to water. We were in the fucking jungle. Who the
Yeah.
fuck's getting a shower?
Oh, Peter.
Balls all sweating. Oh God.
I mean, it took a dip in the fucking river. It ain't that bad.
And he doesn't wear underwear. I mean, I don't wear underwear either.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
just extra close
Oh
to
my
water.
God.
Hey,
Guys
what,
that
Commando?
listen. I'm not wearing underwear right now.
I am actually really big on this. I try and convince people all the time on like I learned about this in 2020 where I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be at home. Like, why am I wearing like boxer briefs or anything like that? I'm like, they're not going anywhere. So I just, you know, wear my normal comfy pants and stuff. And I got so used to it. I'm like, humans weren't meant to wear undergarments.
No.
Y'all listen up. We were not meant to wear undergarments. All right.
Fuck, underwear
You were
is a
born
scam.
without clothes, and it's so freeing. It's so comfortable.
consumerism scam.
Exactly. I sleep, you know, completely naked, and whenever
Same.
like I usually like it depends on what I'm doing, but most usually I will not wear boxer briefs. But when I sleep now, it's like no clothes.
Yeah.
It's so freeing.
I
You're
love
just
being
like
naked.
I feel like a baby again, you know. And I
like the
try and put people on
blankets,
it.
like touching your naked body just envelops you. Ooh.
I try to put people on it all. Put people on it all
So
the time.
good.
Just try it. Just try it. Sleep naked. Try it for a week. See if you're into it.
I can't sleep naked no more because there's fucking kids everywhere running around my motherfucking house.
yeah.
My doors are motherfucking open all the motherfucking time.
You can't lock it.
I do, but they'd be knocking. So I'd rather just like, y'all could come in my room and then like leave me alone sleeping because then if they knock on it, I gotta wake up, open
Yeah.
the door. No, I just leave it open.
The only thing that I've changed is that I do wear underwear when I'm wearing like denim because I really don't wash denim.
Yeah, that one's hard.
You know, like I've gone a year without washing like my denim. You know what I mean? Like
What
so.
the fuck? You're dirty, bitch. Ew.
It's a
See what I mean, guys? Guys.
It's a denim head thing. He hasn't
No,
understand
I would
unless you
never
look at it.
understand. So you say you haven't washed your jeans for a whole year?
I've
You're
had
out in
jeans
these
that-
streets,
Yeah.
Santa Ana streets.
Yeah, I've had
You
denim
be
like
eating
that.
tacos with these jeans and
Everything. I have blood stains on my
There's probably
jeans
like
from
cum stains
fights.
on your fucking jeans.
I mean, I don't wear my fucking jeans when I'm nutting. What the fuck?
No, but like you know, sometimes your penis just like it leaks body old, like body fluids.
No, my shit is dry. It's
You
been dry
out of
for
your
about
Your
a year
thing
and a
damn
half.
leaks.
mind. Oh
Your
my
thing
god,
fucks
It's been
please.
dry
everyone's
for about a year
leaks.
and a half.
Please,
Sir,
that's
everybody
disgusting.
leaks.
I'm disgusted. Oh my god. And I know your booty cheeks are not always fucking clean, bitch. Like, do you use a
Do you
bidet?
use wet wipes?
Yeah,
No,
I use wet
but
wipes.
you use a bidet,
And
though.
when I don't use wet wipes, before I go to the restroom, let's say a public one, I get the
Whatever.
paper
I
towels
don't
and I
believe him.
put it in water.
Yeah, me too.
Ew.
You
What?
dude, you have to. You know,
You guys are disgusting.
you don't.
What,
you
what
don't
do you
get,
do? Just wipe it dry?
Wipe it dry, go home and wash myself.
I mean,
actually, I want to take a shit a lot in public. Well, when I do, I won't always prepared.
I shit in public all the time. I don't give a fuck.
I try not to because I don't want to walk around the whole day with fucking shit on my ass.
Oh, that's why you put water on your toilet paper.
So you're gonna water over and get some water and toilet paper.
No,
and
I
wipe
do it beforehand. I go grab it. I put water on it. I go to the stall. That's how I do
That
it.
is very interesting.
I've done that before. You know, it honestly depends.
Yeah.
It's not always like that, but yeah.
Just get your hand and splash the water in your butt and just wipe it.
I mean, sometimes when
it's
I'm
all the sinks all the way outside, like you go with your pants down.
hey, sometimes when I'm desperate, I spit on the
Stop.
That's so hot.
And you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta
Can
do.
I
Stay
see how you do
clean.
it? Spit on your hand. Oh, that's so hot.
Yeah, I'm just being honest. Sometimes you're out in the wilderness. That's all you got, bro. Just gotta make use of it.
It's spit.
Yeah, it's true. Dude, I know.
Would you
one
let
of
a
the
girl
reasons.
spit in your mouth?
He has.
Ew! You see, you're
What
disgusting,
the
bro.
fuck?
I've seen him. Okay, story time. I've seen this fool with his significant other. We're walking and we're in the airport. They're eating some dumplings, and I don't know which one it was. It was him or her. They ate the last dumpling, and one of them was like, "Oh, I wanted that," and they legit just birdied each other, like. You know, chewed
That's
ass
love.
food. They
What
were
the
like,
That's so
And I was
hot.
like,
That's
oh
love,
my
you know what I mean?
So fucking
god,
hot.
like what the fuck? She had already chewed it, or he had already chewed it, and just like swabbed it. I was like, oh,
Hey,
Damn,
to be fair, it kind of tasted better.
you're so hot.
Hey, like I said, I'm a disgusting individual. You know, I'm gonna be honest,
Like I
right?
said,
Like I really
you're
don't give a fuck
so
about a lot of
hot.
things. And I think the reason why I'm like that is because I'm built for survival, right? You throw me fucking anywhere, I will fucking survive.
Bro, what? You are not built for survival. Are you kidding me?
I am.
You're
If you
built for
throw me the-
survival because you don't eat much.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need to go fucking wipe my ass after like
you're like I've
you know,
been
I go
constantly surviving every day.
everywhere, dude. Everywhere. You know, you don't need to fucking worry about me at all.
You a survivor?
I could eat fucking anything. I could fucking live off of very little. I don't need a luxurious bed. I sleep on the fucking floor, as you guys all
Period.
Sleep
know.
on the floor.
I do
Right?
too.
Yeah, I honestly think that's one of the reasons why I am the way I am. Because like I've been with people who need fucking everything to be fucking perfect. I'm like, God damn, dude. Like we're out in the fucking jungle. You ain't gonna
Like
get
I
a
said,
fucking toilet.
such
you
a
know?
guy.
Yeah, I could go take a dump in the fucking river. It doesn't fucking bother me. I could wipe my ass with that fucking leaf that I just walked across. It's not a big deal.
That leaf.
Okay,
poison
now
ivy.
you're pushing it. You're pushing it. Have you wiped
Really?
your ass with a leaf before?
Yeah, I have.
in the when you're in Vietnam
Like I
jungle.
said-
No, it wasn't Vietnam. That was a
Like
camping
I
trip.
said,
But it was like
I would
during a
never
hike.
date you in my life.
Hey, when
During
you're-
a hike?
yeah, like when I go on a hike during camping, like what do you do? Like you don't have toilet paper. What do you just like keep the shit on your ass? You make do.
I would just walk the shit in my ass.
See, I can't do that.
Like a leaf, bro? I don't know. I mean, you know what?
I mean, it's
I've
not
done
like
worse
poison
stuff.
ivy. Yeah.
I've done
you
worse
went-
stuff.
Your virginity.
No, I took a shit in my car before, so
What do you mean in your car?
let me tell you a story. Story time. I got a lot of stories. I could write a fucking book. So I used to work at LAX, right? So you have to park from like a different terminal and then fucking take a shuttle to the service to the LAX terminal. So it was 4 a.m. I used to work at the coffee shop there, Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. And I need to take a shit. I first get my morning shit at home. So I'm like, oh my fucker, I need to take a shit. And that shuttle be taking forever. Because think about the traffic as well as the shuttle. I'm like, oh my, I'm gonna take a shit in my fucking car. So I got a cup. I got a bag. I put the bag first and put the cup. I took a shit in the motherfucking cup.
Wow.
Wiped my ass with toilet paper. Not toilet paper, just paper in my car. Like tissue or whatever. And then I threw it away.
Are you on the freeway?
No, I parked in the employee parking lot. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, there's a shuttle that takes you from the parking lot all the way over. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude's
So,
in
like,
traffic.
they're
Like,
no. Well, the most recent time where I did that was I was on 405 and I needed to take a shit after the gym. I pulled over to put
Like
on my emergency
emergency?
lights. I took a shit in my coffee cup from 7-Eleven. I didn't finish because I had so much shit. I just filled it up, closed it, threw it out, and went home to finish.
See, you know what's crazy is This kind of people is judging me. Like that's fucking insane.
Bitch.
That's fucking insane.
I'm not wiping my ass with a toilet. I mean, a leaf. I had to go.
Damn.
So am I gonna shit myself? No. I'm gonna shit my car? Yes. You gotta do what you gotta do, okay?
That's wild.
When I gotta take a shit, I gotta take a shit.
What does it say about you that he's judging you?
That you guys are judgmental? That's what it says.
No, I'm just my point was that you're such a guy.
And shitting in your car in a parking lot is not a guy thing, dude.
I'm just trying to not shit myself.
I just don't want to walk around shitting my ass. So I fucking have.
No, but I'm saying you're a guy. You stink.
See, this is where I have this disconnect. Is like,
Whatever. I don't get it.
Do you understand what he means when he means you're a guy? Like you're a guy?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
So I'll try my best to.
I'm trying to learn. So
Oh, okay, so-
please
Such a
educate
guy.
me.
So I will try my best, and I this comes out of love, and like in the same way we're
Get
like
his ass.
where we
Beat him.
like we criticize each other and stuff
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, like this is something you do, this is something you do, you know. I totally don't mean this like, hey, if this is your lifestyle,
Yeah.
you do that, you know. You don't need to change, like you
You
are
gotta
who you
explain
are.
yourself to say it.
Huh?
You gotta explain yourself.
Oh,
to
I mean,
say
I
it.
want to like so because it's not like I'm
Fuck
like
Peter.
hey, it's like I've been in your car, I've walked into your room before, I've walked into your bathroom. It is
Not
it is,
normal.
It is, yeah. I would say it's maybe not normal. Like it is not clean. You know, your bed is like straight on the ground. Like you fixed it up a little bit more. You got a little stuff on the, but it's like
You don't care.
you don't care. I would for me like I would not bring a girl over like that. Just because it's like. The bathroom is not clean. Like it's it doesn't like smell clean. Like the room, I don't know. The room smells fine, but like it's messy. Like it's all on the floor. There's stuff all over. Your car is like super super dirty, like messy. And it's like consistently like it's not a new thing. And I don't mean this in any like bad way.
No,
It's
not at
more
all.
like, but it's like. If it's your, you're on the go, you're constant life, so you're doing this, like I get it and stuff. It's just like that's what he means when he says you're a guy. Like you don't care,
Don't
and,
care.
and it doesn't bother you. That's the other thing where it's like
Like,
you don't.
my brother. You're like my brother. That's why.
And it's like sometimes you can tell where it's like when he's talking about when girls will teach you certain things. That's one of the things where it's like I was fucking dirty, messy, and stuff because I'm like. This is my fucking space. I'm just like, and I like it. The thing is, like, it goes back to messy, and then you have to clean it back up, and it's a constant thing, because when I've dated people, they're like, "Oh, your room's getting messy." I'm like, "You're right," like, let me clean up here, blah blah blah.
I'm not the
keep it clean.
I'm not the cleanest person.
Yeah,
either.
you don't have it, but it's like you go back to like a certain like level, like you clean it up, it go messy, whatever. But like yours tends to be consistently like on
You
the
just
like,
don't give a fuck.
yeah, but yeah,
What?
it is an organization thing where it's like the rest of your stuff you do sometimes becomes disorganized because like your environment isn't organized. At least that's what I believe. Like you have
And
to
it's
have
like-
some level of organization.
And a lot of guys are like that.
Yeah.
And it's
It
not
is.
just you. It's a
It's
lot
not-
of guys.
it's not just you.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. I'm like, no. Cause my brother, oh God, he's like a hoarder, if anything. And that's why I'm like, no. And that's why when girls date guys, one of the things girls be saying like, oh, his room is so clean. Oh, his bathroom is clean. Girls be looking at this shit because it's a
true.
thing. So it's like, oh, that's one thing we need is a clean, organized guy.
That's
It,
what
it shows a lot about your life too.
it does. It does, and it shows that you've like probably dated someone who's like made you clean up. Because I've had girls make me clean up because I'm like, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I
you know
was
how to
like,
clean a toilet. You know how
Yeah.
to clean a toilet?
No.
Exactly. See?
I'm a janitor.
Like
so-
my
Yeah.
Like my brother just learned how to clean a toilet.
Yeah.
Because I had to teach him. And he's 31. So it's like boys tend to mature at a very slower rate.
and that's what he means when like you're a guy.
Because we have to teach you a lot. Because it goes back to mothers. Mothers baby you so much. They do all those things. And sometimes they forget to teach you how to clean a fucking toilet or your bathroom because they're the ones doing it because it's easier for them to be like, oh, let me just fucking do it.
Does that make sense? Is that
I
what
think-
do you think?
I think it makes sense, but it's unfair because you actually don't know my life.
Yeah.
And like the times you've been in my car, I could probably count with one hand, to be honest.
Mm-hmm,
And out of that time that you were in my car, I was moving a lot of shit from different houses. At the same time, I was injured multiple times where it wasn't my first
He's
time.
always injured.
Yeah, I'm constantly always injured, right? My room, you've probably seen probably also a handful of times, right? And my room is tiny. I have a lot of
I'm
stuff.
not even
so-
talking.
Oh, I mean all of your. I mean every time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's literally a handful of times that you've been in my room.
No. I mean like every single room you've had. You mean when you used to live in the front one right there, the one you have now, when you had like your old house? Remember when you guys lived on that street? That house was crazy dirty.
I mean, okay, so you gotta understand too, like the concept or the context of everything, right? Like, I'm a person who has everyone over all the fucking time.
All the time.
So it's not like Mario where like he makes the mess.
Yeah.
I have 20 people making this mess that I have to clean up all the time, and right when I clean up, it gets messy again. That's one of the things that you gotta understand. It's like when you're judging my lifestyle like that and you don't understand where it's coming from because all you see is the way you do things because you have no one over your house. It's quite different. And what I'm saying is like, yeah, a lot of my energy is expended in a lot of different areas, right? Like I don't know how to clean the restroom, but I do clean a lot of the restroom. I don't clean all of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie about that. I don't clean the toilet bowls, but I do clean the sinks. You know what I mean? I do take out the trash, things like that, just like here. But at the same time, just like this place, there's always a bunch of people over. And the difference between me and maybe you guys is everyone invades my personal space and I allow it. So it's not like, if you look at a lot of the stuff, it's not even me. If there's like drinks here, guess who is contributing to
previously?
it? It's everyone.
And I noticed that too around here. So I mean, personally, I would be like, hey guys, you have to put it. You have to like, say, hey, you need
But
to clean
that's
up
what I'm
after
saying
yourself.
is,
No, you got to tell them
sometimes it's
though.
you though. Sometimes it's also you. You see
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
don't leave my water here.
everyone's
But you
part of
see
the
what I'm saying? Though? It's
problem.
like, but who deals with it though? I deal with it.
What I was just trying to say was like you're a guy, like just like your mentality is a guy.
I know,
The cleanliness
I-
was his thing. It was
Yeah.
just like
Yeah,
your the
well-
mentality
that's
is
just
such
an aspect
a
of it.
man.
It's an
Well,
aspect
again, I get that. I'm just correcting him
Oh, okay.
because
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like certain things that he doesn't know, I'm gonna correct it, right? If you're saying like I'm a guy's guy, like I don't give a fuck about a lot of things, yes, that is true. And I'll agree with you 100%. If we're talking about the cleanliness thing, yes, it is a collaboration of all the motherfuckers to come to my room all the
Period.
fucking time, right? All the motherfuckers to come into this
Peter's
fucking office.
never alone.
Happens all the time. Yeah,
He's always
I'm
with
never
someone.
alone, and you
He's
gotta understand
always
that,
with
right?
someone.
And who is the person who's get pick up after all this stuff after you guys leave?
You, daddy.
Typically, Vin does help. You know, don't get me wrong. I don't say that at all. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate the fact that he actually helps out. But everyone else who comes in and they judge it, they typically are the ones contributing to the mess and not helping out.
Y'all hear that? Friends, clean up after yourself, bitch.
And you know, again,
Clip
I
that.
understand because like
And
there's
said that to all your homies.
there's a lot of people who don't know how to do that, right? Don't get me wrong. I've gone to fucking parties where like
People
I've
don't have
definitely-
etiquette.
Yeah,
You really don't have
you have a
etiquette.
drink and you leave your food out there. It does fucking happen,
That's
right?
why I hate throwing
not.
parties.
I'm not for the people who are really big about inviting people over. I'm not like, oh, your house is fucking messy because you're messy. I'm like, bro, you always fucking have people over. Typically, who don't even pick up after themselves. You know. Now I've made it happen. It's
fucking
kind of
hate
help.
it.
And I'm not saying that I'm fucking perfect at all, but. One of the things is like it's really easy to say things from the outside when you don't understand what's going on the inside, right? And to me, again, it goes back to like, dude, I was not just like mentally putting my energy towards doing shit like that because it wasn't a priority, but also physically I was fucking injured, you know? Like when Mario last saw my car, probably the only time I picked him up in the past, maybe 2 times. And it was like the past 3-4 months I had just gone out of a bad car accident, got re-injured again after that. Prior to that, I was fucking injured. You know what I mean? Like the last thing I care about is these water balls in my car that other people are joining me with drinking these water balls.
I'm dirty too, so
Yeah.
my car be dirty.
That's
all the
what I'm
time.
trying to say is like I understand you don't come from a bad place, but you also don't come from a place where you see the perspective of what I'm going through, you know? And you know, it really is not to me, if you would say, yes, I'm not the cleanest person, I 100% agree. Am I a person that don't fucking care about certain things about being clean? Yes, because again, I'm not here to be the fucking cleanest person. I'm not the most prissy fucking person when it comes to food. When it comes to like, if I fucking drop the fork on the floor and I
I'll
fucking
pick that
need
shit
to use
up.
something to fucking eat and
I'll
I have
pick that
nothing to
shit
wash it,
up.
I will fucking use it.
I'll
You know what I
pick
mean?
it
I'll
up.
admit to that 100%.
5-second
You know what I mean?
rule.
Yeah. But that's where I come from, right? It's like I come from a fucking family where that wasn't always the case, you know? Like my mom wasn't always there to clean shit. So when you guys say that, you guys have the privilege that I didn't have fucking that.
Don't tell you guys.
Well, I'm saying right now that my mom was rarely ever around to do that shit.
Same.
You know what I mean? Like my dad wasn't at home. Like what I had to clean up was pizza boxes and KFC fucking boxes because
Ooh,
all we
those
could
are
do is
rallies.
eat. I didn't get rallies, but that'd be tight. But you know what I mean? I was home alone with my brothers and sisters. You know, when my parents came home, all they did was argue. It's a very different dynamic that certain people won't understand. You know, and again, it's easy to say things from the
This
outside.
also goes back to mothers. Mothers raise kids. How
I
to
mean,
clean.
so if there's anything I could say that I've learned, you know, I do agree that women do bring in a more different perspective than what you get out of the male experience. But a lot of what I've learned is not really due to women. It's due to really a lot of myself looking at like what can I improve. You know?
To
And-
each their own for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Because,
Everyone's
like-
life is different.
Yeah,
but
exactly,
Mostly
exactly.
the average person will learn a lot from their mom.
Yeah, of course. But I didn't, my mom wasn't really around. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of turmoil in my family, and it's one of those things where it's like, again, easy to say from the outside, but for me to have to explain that's one thing that I've kind of learned throughout my adulthood is that like I can't judge your experience. You know what I mean? Like it's really fucking difficult for me to be like, why is Mario like this? Why is Jay like this? I really don't know because there's a lot of contributing
And
factors.
that's why we're
to
on
it.
this podcast. You're such a guy.
You really went
No,
off.
I swear to
you
God.
went off right there. So I
Yeah,
didn't.
I was like,
Like I
oh,
said, it
shit.
comes from love. Like I'm not
Yeah,
trying
no,
to.
I know- I
I'm
know
not trying
you're
to
not-
judge your experience. I know your childhood.
Yeah.
I know what you're like.
No,
you know?
because
I'm not trying to like.
let me explain. When you say like every single time, you don't know every single time.
Sorry, every
when you
single
say
time
you're
I've
not-
been there. Every single time I've been
and then like I said, it's like a handful of times. You know what I mean? Like to be fucking honest, 100%. Like it's
And
a
every
handful
time
of
you're
times.
always under some shit. So
Yeah, and it's not just me. A lot of times I am in a relationship with these women, right? So who do you think about it? I'm in this room that's probably like less than 100 square foot, right? And we have clothes and belongings from both of us. It's not easy. for me
There's
to
no
do.
space.
There's no fucking space. I barely have
shouldn't
space
be
for
living
myself.
there.
You know what I mean? But again, it's just easy for people who don't understand to be like, yeah, every single time, right? Like, oh, every single time out of the 5 times. And of course, when you judge someone, it is a point to judge them on the fact that they're a repeat offender more than just a handful of times. You know what I mean? Like when you say a handful of times, like it's not too many, to be honest, right? Like I think I know someone the best when it's like, okay, damn, well, there's a pattern here that I can see through the years, but also multiple times through the years that seems to have not changed.
Well, let me say real quick. So
Yeah.
you say it's a different thing if like it's a repeat thing. Peter, I've known you for 15 years. This is
I know, but that's what I'm telling you. Is you only been to my house a handful of times.
in 15 years.
Yeah,
Like I've
in
been to your
15
house
years.
like more than 20 times.
So here we're going 20 times in 15 years. That's
I mean,
really
I
fucking
don't. I
a
can't.
handful of
I
times.
can't. Okay, well, sorry. Within those 15 years, all those times that I've been there, it's been a thing. But again, it's always like people come to your house, like you
Yeah.
said, people invading your space, and that is a
Well,
thing.
Here's another thing that I'll mention too, to put more context to it. When you go to my house in these 15 years, when is it not for an event? When is it not for a party
Yeah.
or a get together where everyone is there? You see what I'm saying? Like you got to put those things in context, and that's just a way to learn how to judge people, right? Like if you're inviting everyone to your house for a party, I'm not expecting your place to be fucking clean. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense for it to be fucking clean unless you have the most wholesome guests ever, And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not upset about the fact that you're saying that. I'm upset about the fact that you don't understand how to critique it.
it came across wrong. I would say it's a misunderstanding.
Because, like, again, you could probably take a picture of my room right now and probably looks nothing like what you think. But then you would say it always.
Ooh, you're so hot.
No, I'm telling you right now. I swear to God. I think now I'll go into this too, just because this is something I guess I've always thought here and there was that I guess the reason why it rubbed me the wrong way was because I've seen a lot of people who critique other people's lives wrongfully, right? And that's why I come from a very like non-judgmental space a lot of times because I see it and it doesn't fucking make sense.
Period.
And I remember one of the times was a long time ago. I'll talk about a specific situation that's like burned into my head.
Uh-oh.
I was going to, and it's gonna sound completely wrong, but I was going to this gay festival with my homie Hector and my girl at the time, and my friend at the time, Andy. He loves to drive, right? And at that point, Andy had told Dewey, our mutual friend, that he was driving us to the festival. And the way Dewey saw it was like, oh, Peter's just taking advantage of you. That's why he asked you to drive because you always drive. Not knowing that Andy was the one who actually offered to drive because he wants to go with us, which is the common situation.
That's he.
Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying, though? It's like you don't get the full picture, but it's easy for you to paint the rest of it, And that's kind of where I see a lot of like judgment for a lot of people. It's like you don't know their past.
People
you
assume
don't
all
know-
the time.
Yeah, people assume all the time.
Makes that ass out of you and me.
And don't get me wrong, like it's not even the fact that it was like a dirty thing. It could be like a clean thing. It's the same reason when people tell me that, oh, you must be smart because you're Asian. Like it doesn't have to be a negative thing.
You're smart because you're Asian.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but you get what I'm saying. Like constantly, it's like
Get your
back
loans.
it up. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna say that, Like back it with proof. Have receipts. Understand what this person is going through and what they've been through and like why they are the way they are. Like that's really how to judge people. I understand when children do it, but it's a little different when you're like an adult. You know what I mean? Because we're constantly in a day and age where we're judging people just
Left
through
and right.
social media. It's so fucking
Left
easy
and right.
just to see what they're posting. Like you could assume so many things. Like to me, I feel like that's just not healthy for anyone. For the person being judged and the person doing the judgment.
More story. Don't judge people, y'all.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
I hate being judged too.
Yeah.
I
Clip
get
that.
judged every day.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong,
As
dude.
a gay
Like,
man.
I still struggle with it, and I'll bring up another situation. Like me going to Europe with Jay, I was like, I have no idea how this is gonna be. You know what I mean? Like Jay, one of the first things I thought, I was like, he's gonna have a terrible time because he loves food, Asian food specifically, and he doesn't like white bland ass food.
Period.
So
Clip
therefore,
that.
he's just gonna have a horrible time, and if he has a horrible time, I'm gonna have a horrible time because I want to make sure that the people I'm traveling with is having a good time. But little did I know, he had a fucking blast.
You never know. You
Yeah.
judged me.
I did. And
I
I'm
judged you too. I thought
said,
you would be weird.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't weird.
He was weird,
Yeah,
so
okay.
I was right.
All right,
I
you
was
judged me
right.
correctly. You judged me correctly. all
I
right?
judged you correctly.
Yeah.
But the food did, like, there was some place we ate, it was like, ugh.
Yeah, of course.
Like that one nice place in Budapest. I was like old, like, remember that? It was like,
oh yeah. It was the original like Hungarian. Like,
yeah, I
restaurant.
was like, woo, disgusting.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm good. So modern food is good, but like if they like want to be the traditional normal food of that country origin, not good.
Yeah, which I
No
understand
flavor.
because like when I travel, I'm like very different in that sense where like I could eat fucking terrible food. And it is what it is, right? I'm like,
Yeah,
I
you're a
wanna see
guy.
because I'm a guy.
Goes back to being
Yeah.
a guy. A guy just like, it's all right.
Well,
I'll
yeah,
still fuck it up.
I'll
I'm
admit
like,
that. I'll admit that 100%. You know, and to me, it's like, yeah, I want to experience other things. Food won't be the main emphasis for me.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
though as much
same.
as I love food.
Hey guys, welcome back to Lightning Round, where we ask our guests some rapid fire questions. If they can't answer, they take a drink. Jason, are you ready?
No.
3, 2, 1. When was your first kiss?
Ooh, when I was like 9 or 8 or something.
Oh, you're a hoe.
I'm a hoe.
What was your favorite color?
Yellow.
Do you have a fetish?
Girls in ponytails. I think they're so hot. Yeah, girls in ponytails and long legs. Long legs. Yeah.
Weirdest place you've ever had sex?
I think you already answered that one, no?
I think I already answered that one, but I had sex in Vietnam at the it's a monument. I forgot what it's. The Forbidden City.
That sounds forbidden.
Under a tree next to the bridge.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I was like 20.
Last time you
hoe.
cried?
Last time I cried? Yesterday. I was watching Ginny and Georgia. I was tearing up, bitch. Season 2 is so sad.
What makes you happy?
Ooh, nothing. That's part of depression. Yeah,
What makes you sad?
everything. I'm an empath, so I feel like I take a lot of people's sadness down to myself.
What are you scared of?
Scared of failure? That's a normal thing.
What's your red flag?
My insecurity. Not watching anime.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change?
Nothing.
Oh.
The most attractive quality in a woman and a man.
Brains.
Physical.
Physical. Their legs. Ponytails.
Both of them? Men
Yeah.
too?
Nice guy, nice legs on a guy, yeah. Are you kidding me? Because y'all got chicken legs. Shit, my
Hey,
legs
come
are
on.
nice. My legs are nice. That's not very booty shorts.
Who's influenced your life the most?
Who's influenced my life the most? Damn, like a role model?
Anybody. Artist, person, family member.
Ooh, I don't got
Significant
one.
other?
I don't see anyone I see like that.
Okay.
I don't know. Nobody. Me.
Oh, well,
I
that's
am
what I was
I.
asking. My last question is, what's one goal you have for yourself for this year?
I don't got goals. I'm sorry.
Could be anything. A goal, a dream, a want, a need.
A
Something
goal?
you want this year.
I mean, I
something-
already accomplished it was by getting help through therapy and like mental health. That's one.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm still going through it, but that is a process.
Favorite city in Vietnam?
Hue. Hometown, baby.
Yeah, favorite Vietnamese dish?
Ooh, bún bò Huế. Or bánh xèo. Bánh xèo is pretty good.
Do you like being loved more or do you like giving love?
I'm never loved. So I guess I That's true. And
Love you,
I'm
bro.
very loved
We
to
love
a
you,
certain
bro.
extent, but I'm not loved like that. People love me, but then I don't get love. So I give more love than people love me,
Oh, that's a
which
lot
is
of
very
love.
sad.
Hey, I love you, bro.
No, you don't.
What's one thing you would tell future Jay to keep on remembering?
I don't know.
There's
Some
nothing
gay
you don't-
shit. I don't know.
like what? Like
That's some
what?
gay shit. I don't know. I really don't know that one.
What's one thing you would tell young Jay to do differently?
Nothing. Yeah, I'm happy with my actions in my life, so no, nothing. I don't regret nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's one
The journey's
sexual
been great.
experience you want to have that you haven't yet?
Sexual experience? I've done everything. I'm sorry. I had a threesome once. I was like, never again.
What about
Never
foursome?
again. No, it's too much.
2 guys, 1 girl.
2 guys. This is 2 guys. So
3 guys
Yeah,
in
3
total?
guys. It was too much. It was too much. It was too much. After I got my nut, I was like, y'all finish each other. I'm out. I went to take a shower. Yeah, and I felt like a piece of me because they was like pleasuring me, like catering to me. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is too much. And after I got my nut, I went to the shower like, y'all good. That's how I got chlamydia. Dead ass.
Oh, that's how it works.
That's how I got chlamydia. There was a motherfucking butcher and a fucking hotel worker in Vietnam.
Perfect number of kids.
4.
4.
Because they paired up.
Guys,
Even
girls?
numbers. Doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
As long as it's even number, so one kid isn't left out.
Oh, okay. Who's your best friend?
Miss TT's
Oh,
best
it's
friend.
our best
I love
friend.
you. She's pregnant now, so I don't give a fuck about her no more. No, she's not pregnant. She
Oh
just
my
gave birth,
God.
so her life is over because she's a mother now. That really affected me a lot. So fuck you, bitch.
What is one lesson you would teach your kids?
One less thing.
One lesson.
One lesson.
Yeah, one lesson.
Ooh,
Only one.
being confident. I think I would. Yeah. Because nowadays I feel like a lot of kids aren't confident, especially because of social media and like what the media portrays and how you should be. I would teach them confidence to love themselves. Yeah.
What is one piece of advice you give to someone going through depression?
Ooh, it gets better, dude. I got that tattooed on me when I was 20 because that's how I've been depressed for a while, y'all. And no one have
It
noticed
was
this.
the white
but
tattoo, right?
yeah, on my wrist. You can't really see it, but it's on my wrist. It gets better. Like, my life hasn't gotten better, but I'm a strong believer that it gets better. In the darkest of moments, it's always gonna get better no matter what. Your life can't be fucking terrible forever. There's no way. My life is pretty terrible, but like I see a silver lining in things. And that's why I like to showcase and like speak my truths on social media. Like my life is really bad, but at the end of the day, my life isn't all that bad. So
Nice, nice.
yeah, it gets
love that.
better. Thank
All right.
you.
And last question for me. If you could live in one place that you've never been to, where would that be?
Nowhere because I love California. I'm sorry, we're spoiled here. California is the best state. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. California is it. Countrywide, California is
Some
a country.
context, we got
Okay,
some New
like
Yorkers in the
we got some
crowd
New
today.
Yorkers. Y'all got rats, big ass rats. First of all, if y'all can't even get the Ghostbusters to get these rats out the way, like I don't know what to tell y'all, but we ain't got rats. We might have traffic in California, but it does not matter. Like we have everything. Any food you want, anything you want, we got the best ingredients. We live on the port. Like we get everything we need. So. California, I would never leave California.
All right, guys, that concludes our lightning round. I want to say thank you to our fucking funny ass guest.
Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, Jayson Mai, let us know where we can find you.
Oh, what now, Jayson? That's all my social handles. So TikTok, Instagram, not Facebook. That's something else,
What?
but just TikTok and Instagram. What now, Jayson? And Jayson with a Y, because I'm not basic like that.
Wait, is your name like spelled like that?
Yeah, I
from
legally
birth?
got it changed.
Oh,
Yes,
you
I
got
did.
legally-
What? Let me tell you how too. So it was during COVID. I changed it because I found out if you're poor, you can change your name for free. I paid $20 to change my name to add a Y to my name. Yeah, I did that during COVID. Period.
That's cool.
So Jayson. What now? Jayson.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below what you guys want us to talk about next because I had a great time with Jay. I'm pretty sure Mario
Went by
did
so
too.
fast.
Yeah, it went by really fast. I mean, I learned a lot about you guys, about myself, and thank you for getting me heated for the first time.
Yeah, you got mad. Am I the problem? I think I am the problem.
So let's just never forget and remember,
Live fast, eat ass.